Hey guys, it's me, Kalinga, and it's time for the bonus round. How many 20s can you roll in 60 seconds in chat? Go! Keep going. Doing great. You'll receive 10 experience per every natural 20 rolled. Keep going. Five seconds. Great job, guys. Now it's time for the show.
In a world where 7 people will play a game like never before. Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. I'm your host, Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew, Brooke Armstrong, Vinny Pro, Dan Isgro, and Damian Scro. We want to say thank you to our sponsors and partners, Fantasy Network, Dungeon TV, Phoenix Studios, Norse Foundry, Dungeons & Dragons Memes, My D&D, and Nerd Asteroid. And thank you to our staff, Nick Simones, Percival Fairweather, Todd Heaney, Lee House, Liam Lynch, and Richie Holzhauer. Guys, today is Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which means that we are going to do our tabletop show, The Celestial War. And right now we're into the Iron Kingdom. It's episode 7. And today the episode is going to be called Elements of the Mind. So welcome to the crew alongside of me. Guys, how you feeling this week?
Nervous.
I've mixed emotions.
Mixed
Especially
emotions.
especially being that we're a man down and now Scro is, well, I know what happened last week.
A dwarf down.
Dwarf down and a man down.
Two men down, I should say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So last week, for those who watched, we saw that obviously we are still in the realm of Dragano, an immortal being, where the heroes are in the ego of him, traveling into like his soul crystal. They're very deep inside, and they've encountered. We know that he has these orbs of the elements: fire, earth, wind, water, and we know that they are at that level where they are interacting with the power of Dragano. So they actually can see representatives of those powers in crystals that they can hold and kind of tap into. They actually have the crystal, the orb of earth. But last week, to get that, they had to go through something pretty bad, which was this alien entity, another creature, a powerful psionic creature that was powerful in this realm and was trying to get through and trying to, like, I guess, dominate Dragano. We don't really know yet for a long time. But in doing so and encountering our heroes, he took over the body and possessed Botorius, a dwarf. And some interesting things went down. If you know, you know. So we're going to start right after that. We last left off. Don't forget, they're joined by the NPCs Bludgy and Wexel, the Wild Mage. And when we last left off, they teleported to using the way they can travel in this realm by mind and by thought. They traveled through to the Earth Elemental's main temple, which they could see in a distance. But they traveled there, and they appeared right underneath, basically, an Earth Elemental. And that is where we stopped last week. So we're going to pick it up from there. Botorius is back right now with Bludgy and with Wexel, back at a center temple where they fought that psionic being. And basically, they're guarding Botorius as they know he's kind of weak on the floor and he's trying to recover. So we're going to start actually with Botorius today. So we're going to do that in a little bit, guys. So please like this video. Please share it out. Any friends or groups you think might enjoy. If you're a Dungeons & Dragons fan, this is definitely the show for you. And as always, !point notify the chat to be notified when we go live. which is Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We play a whole bunch of like Dungeons and Dragons themed mini games on Monday, a whole host of other stuff. We even have a wrestling D20 show. It's a lot of fun. And then today we do Celestial War, which is tabletop play, and we do that for the remainder of this episode. So guys, stick around as we get ready for our story today. Without further ado, let us play Iron Kingdom.
In the world of Andaria, heroes are born and will come together to save everyone.
Good evening and welcome to Audio Dungeon. Today we are playing Iron Kingdom. It is Season 2, Episode 7, Elements of the Mind. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. And today we are in for an interesting episode. As Elements of the Mind, of course, is the mind of Dragano as they've been traveling through. We've seen these interesting temples with elemental orbs inside of it. And we're about to see the continuation of what happened last time. Most of the group went into the elemental temple of Earth. And staying behind in the center temple is Botorius, is Bludgy, is Wexel. So we're going to start with you, Damien. We're going to get right to there. Damien, you're sitting in a temple, and it's basically no walls here. And there is a four-sided stairs, kind of like an Aztec temple, coming up to a top. It's like a platform where you see Wexel is there, and rotating around Wexel is an orb. It looks like a terrarium kind of going around him, orbiting him. On the steps, sitting is Bludgy with his sword out, and you're kind of somewhere near the bottom of the steps, and you come to. And I believe you've seen the episode, Damien. So,
Yes, I saw the episode.
So all of that is kind of groggy and coming back to you as we speak. Patreon reroll. Say hello to our fans. Thank you for joining us today, guys. We have one of our Patreon members, Douglas, wants to give a reroll to Scro. We missed you last week, and there you go, Jason. Jason says a Patreon reroll to Dan Isgro.
Right, Jason.
Nice.
There you go. Charles gives his Patreon reroll to Scro to lessen the pain.
Thank you.
Lauren Hicks, Hail Mary reroll for Botorius. He's gonna need it. That's a reroll. From Lauren Hicks. Thank you, Lauren. What's going on? Patreon reroll from Richard
Thank
Wild.
you, Lauren.
Richard Wild says for the highest roll, everyone rolled D20. The highest one gets it.
Oh, let's see. 2.
14.
Nick Lurkin says Bludgy and
8.
Wexel had better bring their A game today. Who got the highest?
I think I did. 14.
Oh, there you go, David. You got another one. We have 2 rerolls for Brooke coming in for Joshua. 1,000 stars. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Josh.
That is awesome. That was 500 stars from Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. And 1,000 stars from Joshua. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Dang.
And that's it. Everyone's noticing there's no Tom. Yup. There's no Tom today. That is going to be a problem. So we're going to find out more about that in a little bit. Derek Luxton, Patreon reroll to Vinny in case he has to run really, really quickly.
Thank you, Derek.
Jason wants to know, when do the zombie dinosaurs come into the game? We'll see.
Soon.
We'll see.
Bring me my dinos.
In a world where zombie dinosaurs exist, they will come. Okay, so we're going to start with you, Botorius. You are waking up. You're looking around. You see at the top of these steps everything's going on. The last you remembered, you were in a dungeon. You don't know what happened. You don't remember how you get here. But in the next few minutes, it's starting to come back to you a little bit. But we start from the point where you're groggy and you're waking up. You can role play.
Where's my axe? Where is it?
Oh, well, it looks like the walking suit broke it.
You broke it?
He turned into dust.
You turned my axe to dust.
Yeah, well, you were being threatened by some sort of powerful entity. So I don't know what he was doing, but apparently he stole the power out of your axe, and I saw your axe disintegrate to the ground.
So it's just gone. It's,
Yeah, pretty much we're here to fight some sort of evil god, and you don't have your weapon. So, yeah, that's the way these people think, my friend. They just run into things and they slice people up and they kill them. Or like, oh, your most powerful warrior in our group, does he need his axe? Probably not. I'll just take it for myself. They don't really use their brain.
where are they? Where is everyone?
They've teleported to the temple of Earth. There's 4 temples around us of all the different elements. And apparently I don't know, they represent what Dragano has inside him, and we're trying to get them. I don't know, man. I'm staying here, just protecting Wexel and protecting the one orb we do have.
So, yeah, what are we supposed to do now?
I don't know what you're gonna do. You got a weapon. Now, Damien, I don't know if you realize this or know this, but in the episode also, you were drained by that sonic being, and all your stats are zeros. So you have
Really?
no energy in a single stat. So
Okay.
if you use it a common skill like climbing, swimming, things like that, you can still use them. But since the cost is 0, since you have nothing, you have to use it with D12, and you can't activate any abilities. Nothing of any cost. That's not a common skill. So you are in. It's tough. It's tough. They took you out of the equation, unfortunately. That's by the way it worked out.
Okay.
Okay, so back into game. Bludgeon's just sitting there. He's got his sword on in front of him, just like hitting down the ground, and he seems annoyed as well. Wexel's up top. You feeling better?
I guess. I can't remember half of what happened. My axe is gone. What do I do now? Where'd they go?
They went to the Earth Temple.
I
I'm
walk
not
up
really
the
sure
steps.
why. I think I don't know. I don't know why. I just know they went there.
Walk up the steps. I look around.
Okay, so you're in this temple that has no walls to it, just the top and the columns in the corners, and in the distance, in about a mile in each direction, you can see there's temples out there, and they're clearly all in a different terrain type, where fire, earth, wind, and water. You can see everything is there.
All right. Did they say they were coming back? What are we supposed to do here?
I think they're coming back after. I'm not sure what they're checking there, but we do have the orb of Earth. So I'm not sure. I mean, when they're done, I imagine they'll be back soon.
Are we supposed to collect the orbs? Is that what we're supposed to be doing?
I think that's what we're thinking. We have to get them all.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna look around, but I don't know if I'm going anywhere at the moment.
Just be careful. I mean, you don't have your weapon.
Yeah, I got a dagger. That's about it. Actually, I have a hand axe too. At least I should.
Okay, that's something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to hold on. You're looking around the area of Botorius. We're going to go over to the group. You guys have teleported into the Temple of Earth, and you've teleported at a natural 20 right into the heart where the Earth Elemental is there. And you guys teleport right under him, basically, and he's right over you, and you're in some sort of underground area. Now, you see that the creature immediately gets up. It's all made of rock, and he takes his fist. It swings the fist over to where Findalar is. And you see Findalar like looks up and for a second, and then like closes his eyes and thinks, and disappears. And the thing comes down and smashes the ground where he was. You guys may go. Then you can go first since you're in the top left.
Question before we start.
Sure.
What things are still activated? Are any still activated from last week?
You used the stuff a lot last week. I think we finished.
I know. That's why I wanted to establish that.
I don't think there are no enchantments active.
Do we still have a healing?
You guys still have healing, yes.
One lion's healing, yeah, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, you have one line healing. Let me check here.
When we use Lion's Healing, does that reset our stats too, or just our health?
Lion's healing to set your stats? No, it does not. That would be a convenient change for me right at the appropriate time.
Are
so
you
I'm
sure?
gonna say no.
Maybe a little
Yeah,
bit.
really.
Maybe half the stats or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll call this episode the episode where the DM is merciful.
Just to the back end to pick it up,
Okay, but I'm gonna burn the whole quest down.
Just say.
I think it's gonna do what it does. It gives you guys I think it was 4d8 health back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a roll.
What I'll do is this. I'll give you guys a benefit. It'll benefit you by this. It'll give you guys all of your health back. And that's it.
That's nice.
Okay. Thank you.
I felt like there was a butt on the end of that.
I thought about one more thing, and I was like, no mercy.
I think if Vinny does the robot, then I was like,
we're-
oh, we're all screwed.
We're in the end game right now, so no time for mercy here.
In the end game now.
This is it.
Which end?
Can you describe the
butt
room
end.
one more time for us? You said there was like a crystal or something above him, right?
Yes, there's a giant crystal in the room, if you remember from last week, and it's like hovering above him in the room. It's giant size, similar to the crystals that you might have seen back on Andaria for the Ancients.
What color is it?
This crystal is yellow.
It's the same as the collectors.
Yeah, but it's different, and you know that it's more representative.
All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna bring. Now we've described everything. Went over the descriptions. I'm gonna give you 6 seconds, Vin, to react. This thing is slamming the ground with its fists. You have 6 seconds to take an action.
The orb that I have, I want to see if I can.
You do not have the Earth Orb right now. I think the Earth Orb is around Wexel, who's keeping it hidden.
Wasn't there 5 orbs?
Yes, the other ones are empty.
Oh, I assumed that we.
I think you might have brought the empty orbs with you. Just reminding you,
I did.
You don't have the Earth Orb.
Okay, I did. Well, I'm saying the. All right, so. Shit. All right, I get one of the empty orbs, and I want to see if I can channel through the orb, and maybe like try to pull power from the crystal to the orb, if that's possible.
Okay, so this is back to the protocol of last week. You can do anything you want. If you roll a natural 20, go ahead.
Oh.
God.
You don't have ones this time to help you.
I know.
I know you have Frank has died in your hand. Get out!
Get out of here!
Oh yeah.
It continues.
You know, there's a reason why I banned this die. You talk about it in the show, and you want to know why, Brooke, I banned it? It's because of this man over here.
That band is coming back.
This
It
guy.
wasn't because of me. It was because of
He's over
Frank.
there.
Don't blame me.
He's over there.
No, but on the show, it's over here. Oh yeah, it's
Yeah,
over
on the
there.
show, you're right.
It's
Now
over
you're
there.
right. That's it.
This guy. F you, buddy.
Everybody.
Hey, Franco!
I honestly thought it was gonna be nowhere even close.
Okay, so you use your channeling, your natural 20. You're trying to channel your energy. You're trying to pull energy from him.
From
the
from the crystal actually.
Okay, so you put it
That's
up.
what I said initially. Yeah.
You use your channeling ability, and you see it light up, and the crystal lights up. An enormous amount of energy comes to the crystal. You pull it in, you fill it up. It looks exactly like the other Earth crystal you have, and that is the end of your turn. Brooke, you're up. Abyssia.
Wow.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I am going to sing Earth song, my Earth song. I'm gonna sing
Okay.
a safe.
Sing an
safe
Earth
and-
song to the Earth Elemental. I'm so
Yes.
excited.
No, we might be powering him.
Gonna
I'm
rock.
I
Oh,
wow,
wow.
Scro.
Where's
Gonna rock.
the delete scroll button? Where is it?
Wow.
No
that was-
way.
Hey, listen, you already practically did.
I was gonna say, that's-
Usually I'm.
That's the peak for tonight. We're not going to get above that tonight.
Yeah, no, there's definitely no way.
Coming in from Josh, a reroll for Vin for a great roll, 500 stars.
Whoa!
Thank you.
Awesome,
Very nice.
Josh.
Thank you.
Douglas
Okay,
is
so-
worried. 2 of the same may not be good. He's worried about the fact that the 2 Earth orbs. There's never been 2 Earth orbs in every quest. Any quest at all. Here it is. There are 2.
Just had to get that second Earth orb.
It's
Yeah.
chaos now. You
So is all
just
the
have to
power-
get it.
Is all the power drained out of the crystal?
No.
No.
Was there
So
any
we can-
difference?
No. Not that you notice. Back to you, Abyssia. You have 6 seconds to react. What do you
Okay.
want to do?
So I'm singing my Earth song. It's called "Safe and Sound" by Capital Cities, and
Go
the
ahead.
lyric is,
One line.
"We are safe and sound."
You are safe and sound. Okay, roll a
Yeah.
d20.
Oh my god! No.
What is it? Is it
Can
a
we
1?
roll it all or no?
Is it a 1?
I can't. We don't have the. We
Is
don't have
it
the
a
shares,
1?
right? No, it's not a 1.
Oh.
It's a
Yeah.
9. It's a 9. Oh wait, hold on. Plus my will, right?
Oh. Yeah.
Oy.
It's a 30. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hold on. I used it. It's a 26.
This
26.
is an emotional roller
Not
coaster.
natural though. Sorry.
I'm in a glass case
forgot.
of emotion.
A 1. I mean 9. I mean 4.
Because I
A
forgot
9,
I
a
used the.
30,
I had my
a 30.
knock. I had to knock my will points down last session. So yeah.
Okay, so you roll for safe and sound, and as you do it, you see a shield come up to you, come up around you and everybody else, and it's lighting up. What color, Brooke?
Blue.
Blue. And he goes. He hits down. He's striking the shield.
Yes.
Dan, Holgar, you go.
All right, I have a two-part plan. So I'm going to enact part 1 right now.
Yes.
Okay?
Begin.
I want to teleport from where we are to on top of his head.
Okay, so you're gonna roll again. I never do these rolls, and we're doing a lot of them right now, but that's okay. D20 roll.
Am I adding anything to it?
You can add your will into this, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, my will is almost depleted. But here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. 10.
10.
You got his shoulder, Dan. You got his shoulder.
You go in his nose.
Okay, so you try to manifest yourself over to on top of his head. You do so, but you do not go where you want to. You go to like the left of him, and you're just there, teleported over out of the shield, and you see him just attacking the shield.
Am I hovering in midair? Am I like?
No, you're on the
his
ground.
back? Oh, I'm on the ground,
Yeah,
like just behind him.
you're to the left of him, just to the side of him.
Okay.
Okay, so he's attacking. He's attacking the shield. I'm going to roll. You rolled a 26.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this in an interesting way. I'm going to roll d20. Nah, I roll less. I roll d10s. When I get to 26 is when he breaks the shield. Okay, so he's going to get 3 attacks this round. Here it goes. 9 plus 5 plus 7. 9 plus 5, 14, 7, 21.
Okay.
He goes. We see the shield like barely holding on, with 4 points left. You
I see
rolled,
the-
26, right?
26. Yeah.
So 5 points left.
5 points.
Okay,
Can I say that-
Vin, you're up.
All right, I yell out, "We got what we came for. We need to get out of here now."
Let's go.
And that's your turn.
And I will attempt to teleport out. Well, not teleport, but will myself
Manifest
out.
yourself out. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Roll
Uh,
d20.
D20.
Yep.
Oh god.
All right, I'm gonna use this one. I rolled a 18 plus 11,
You're fine.
29.
So, where do you go? 6 seconds. 6,
Back
5,
to
4,
back.
3.
Hey, let me just talk. Back where we came from. Like
Okay.
that was the plan. Get
back.
what we need. Get the hell out.
That was the plan. Brooke.
Yeah. What
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna do the same.
Okay.
Attempt to actually wait, Hogar is near us on the ground.
Hogar is not in the shield. He's next to the Earth Elemental.
Oh, he teleported out.
Can we see him?
Yeah, you see him.
Big deal.
Okay. I want to. Is he far from me? Like, am I able to go? I want to grab Hogar and teleport.
You have to fly out of the shield, or run out of the shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly out of the shield.
Okay, so you fly over to Hogar.
Mm-hmm.
Roll d20. Don't roll 1 through 5. If you do, he's gonna get attack on you.
12.
Okay, so you move past him.
Oh wait, am I adding it? It doesn't.
If you roll the 12, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So you're running past him. He just looks at you, tries to react. You grab Holgar, and then what do you do?
Then I teleport back
You
to
manifest,
Wexel.
yeah.
I manifest, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Am I adding anything to the manifestation?
Your will.
Okay.
Oh. Guys, lower your will by 1 for every time you manifest.
Okay.
All right. Well.
Yes. Your energy grows lower. Wait till you get to the end and find out what happens.
Perfect. Okay, I'm going. Wait, how many shares do we have? Are we at 30?
Shares won't help you yet. No, you're not at 30.
Okay. Add to my will. Add to my will. Woo! 15 and a 12, 27.
15
now-
and a 12.
But now it's going to be an 11. 27.
Okay, so you guys go out, and you are good. Checking something. Okay, so let's check the likes.
Okay.
Let's see what we got.
We're at 23 shares. Can't see the likes.
27 and 23. Guys, we have 27 likes and 23 shares. 30 and 30 is what activates rolls and enhancements. So, gotta get a couple more. Nothing is active right now. Do not have rerolls or anything. You guys teleport back, and you see Botoria is looking around the temple where you're at. You're once again the temple in the center of the screen, and then there's obviously these other temples which are all around the directions. You guys are in the middle once again. And you see Botorius is looking around. You see Bludgy is sitting on the stairs with his sword, and Wexel is in the center on top, keeping some sort of spell active. You can go all role play.
If I see Relic, I run over to him.
Go ahead.
I run over. What happened? What'd you do? You said my axe is gone. You turned it to what? Dust? You took all its power? What happened?
It was either that or you would die. Which one would you choose?
Let me think about it.
Nobody else was acting. You were holding your axe to your throat. I was the only one that acted to save you.
To my own throat?
Yes, to your own throat.
Why'd you have to destroy it?
Would you have rather have chopped off your own head?
There's no way I would have did that. I mean, I don't really remember what happened, but
Ask them. They'll tell you.
yeah, well, they said, I don't know, I was
Who
possessed or
told
something.
you?
Bludgy and Wex.
And you listened to Bludgy.
well,
You were possessed, but you listened to what he tells you now?
Well-
I told him that exactly what happened. Stop trying to
yeah,
twist
where's
it.
my axe?
Did you
Okay.
tell him I saved his life while you stood there and gawked?
I don't remember what I said, but it wasn't anything to make you in
Yeah,
a bad
how
light or
convenient
good.
you don't
Just the
remember what
fact
you
that you
said
made a
now.
stupid decision, just like the Hogar makes. You two make
While
a good
you
pair.
stood there and watched as he had his axe to his throat. What did you do? Oh, I remember. You didn't want to do anything. You wanted to just exist. That's right.
I'm not very much of a wizard like you, Sudavon.
You're not very much of anything. You're not even being very much of a help, to be completely honest. So if you would like to keep creating
You know what?
discord
You know
amongst
what?
us,
I don't even know why I'm here anymore.
me neither.
He gets up. He walks down the rest of the steps and just walks out towards the fire temple.
Oh, great. Now we even have less help.
Eat him, Relic.
By the way, I feel terrible right now. It's like I don't know what's wrong with me, but I feel like I have no strength.
Did he tell you that the being, and I point to the thing that's on the floor, drained all the energy from you so that he could take it for himself? Did he tell you that? No.
Well, I guess that's why I feel terrible.
So the choices were either let you kill yourself or destroy your axe.
Well, it's
Neither option was great, but at least you're alive.
great. I'm so happy. So now what do we do?
Well, good news is we have another orb full, so we have power to draw from at least. The question is,
Yeah, with magic that I don't have.
Is there any way we can channel the magic from that orb into something that Botorius has?
to do that,
I don't need it. Let's just get out of here.
Okay.
well,
Can someone clear something up for me? When we came to this tower,
Temple.
we got the orb, right?
correct.
When you came to this temple, you got the orb because the Sonic being had it.
Right. So now we have the power of the element of earth. Right?
Yes, but what's confusing me is there was 5 orbs.
Guys, where's Findalar?
Yeah. Where is
Oh, you know what? I look around. I'm like, I thought he came back here. He was about to be crushed by the elemental that was in there.
No, he never came back.
But
He
he never
teleported
came back
somewhere.
here.
No.
Great.
Wexel, is there any way you can communicate with him?
Yeah, I could try. Hold on.
Okay.
He casts some magic. You see him like whispering. He waits 30 seconds, a minute. I'm not reaching him.
This is terrible.
Well-
What's our next move?
Hopefully he finds his way back here. He knows that we have to come back here anyway with the other orbs. If we plan to use them.
Maybe he
But
went
now-
to another tower or something.
That was the plan, to venture to each tower, pull the energy from the towers into the crystal orbs, and then try to harness it for us to escape. But now I am unsure of what we are to do because the energy that we harnessed from the last tower is the same as the energy that was still in that ball.
Where are we escaping to? Where do you think that being wanted to go?
He wanted to go to Dragano, I believe. He wanted to go deeper into the crystals.
Okay.
Or do you want to advance to the next level the same way we do? And he just seems to not have enough strength or magical energy at this point.
So the question is, why now? Well, there are 5 orbs. And now we have 2 of the same energy types.
Right.
So why
what
did you get
was-
a second Earth orb?
Yeah. Why was that the first temple we went to?
Well, earth and fire are 2 I can master. So I thought going to earth, we might be able to gain something from it. Or at least some sort of knowledge of what's in there, which we learned.
Richard Wild's asking, he's saying how many towers? They're not towers. That was a misspeak by Dan. They're temples. So there's 4 temples, one for each element, and there's 1 temple in the center. And that's it.
If we're able to teleport ourselves to these temples, now that we know what's within them, why wouldn't we be able to, in a sense, bring what's in them to us?
In what meaning?
If we need the power from the crystals, why
You
can't we
mean-
manifest the crystals?
Well, now that we
Sure.
know that there's crystals inside them, maybe that is a possibility. We didn't know what was at the temples.
Right, but now we do.
That's actually a very good idea. Which
You guys are
think
just having
we
this
should
conversation. You're inside the temple in the center of this world. All 4 temples. There's 1 temple in each direction for those who are confused. And that is it. There seems to be that 4-sided stairs that lead up to like a platform in the center of this temple. There are no walls to this temple. The other ones are not like that, though. The other ones have walls, and they're surrounded by a terrain and denizens appropriate for that element. Just to explain the situation.
There's a top to the temple we're in.
Yes.
There's no walls. Okay.
Yep.
is there a crystal for this temple?
No.
Okay.
Now the other crystal it was floating above the elemental, right? Like towards the top of the.
You believe it was floating. If it was attached, you're not sure.
Okay.
Oh, I guess, what, we gotta go to the next temple?
Well,
I
I
think
would like to try what Abyssia said. That's actually a very good idea. Being now that we know what is inside the temples, maybe we can manifest it to us without us having to go to it.
Have we done that with anything yet?
Well, yes and no. We've done it with somebody created the creature in the last plane that we were in. So, I mean, it sounds like it's a possibility. Abyssia was able to summon Andar, so I would say it's possible. I don't know if it's doable.
I was in the last realm, though. I think this realm is a lot harder to manifest things.
Might be different rules here, but might be worth a shot.
Although out of game, Relic seems to have no problem manifesting things because it's just doing it constantly. So that would not seem true for you.
Okay, so being that I feel like the other empty orb that we had, the 5th orb, may have been for this temple. I don't know how true that is, being that there is no crystal here.
Maybe you're
But
supposed
maybe-
to combine the other 4
Yeah,
into that.
exactly. Maybe that's
That's what I am beginning to think, Botorius. If that is the case, then I can draw on the power of the crystal that we have, and maybe use that to harness my abilities to try what we hopefully plan on doing.
I know what to do with the last orb.
And
What?
I'll take care of it when it comes to that. Find the other 4.
It needs to remain empty?
the other 4, you mean the other 3?
Well, I'm guessing we need 1 of each element.
Right, so there's 3 more. I'm making sure I understand this. There's 3 more elements that we got to get, right? Fire, water, and...
I can't tell you if you have to get them. I can't answer that, but I can tell you
Well,
that you have.
there's 3 more elements that we know of in my...
Yes, you have 5 orbs. 2 of them are Earth.
Okay.
That's not gonna leave us room for an empty orb when we
Well,
get
my
the
point,
other
my
elements.
my point is, I could drain the power from this orb and use it, and we'll have an empty crystal again.
Are you sure you would be able to survive that?
Well, I've survived channeling through it twice, and it doesn't seem to have any effect on me. So everything we are doing here is a risk.
Well, channeling through it and absorbing the power that resides within it, I think might be two different things.
Well, I believe I can use the power in it to restore the powers within me, allowing me to cast more magic.
Okay.
I believe.
Well, I think for now, we gotta get started on these other elements.
Or at least use the power in the orb to channel my magic through it to amplify it, which would then in turn deplete the orb.
And where did Bludgy go?
He went towards the fire temple.
You still see him.
Is he still walking toward the fire temple?
Yeah.
Oh, the creatures aren't coming out, right? They're within
He's,
the realm.
it's a mile away. He's nowhere near there yet.
I start to go after Bludgy.
Okay.
The one we're going to next, then.
I don't think we're gonna try to
Well,
go. We're gonna try to.
I
bring
would
it
like to
us.
try to bring it to us, if possible, first.
All right, go for it.
Hold on a second. I'm checking a spell or two.
Tony, would it be possible for if both of us were to attempt to manifest the same thing? Would that help?
I can't tell you what's possible. I can only tell you can try anything you like. Richard Wilde wants to suggest that if you guys have checked the stairs for any symbols on them.
I'll take a look.
The stairs where we are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Victorious, you take a look as the idea comes to your head, and you look around, and you do not see any symbols on the stairs.
Okay.
Relic.
Yes, Abyssia.
It seems like this might be a greater task to try to do by ourselves. What if we were to attempt to manifest the crystal here together?
That is a possibility.
If we both tune to the same frequency of manifestation within this realm, it might increase the odds. It's worth a shot.
I'm willing to try it.
Okay.
So, Tony, excuse me, would I be able to use the orb as a focus point?
You can try anything you like.
Okay.
While they're doing this, I want to look at the rest of this like temple that we're in, just to see if I see any symbols on walls or anything like that, as far as the elements go, or any correlation to the other temples.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Roll
Jamie.
D.
Oh, I'm sorry. What am I rolling?
Roll investigation check.
Okay. It's on the 12, right? 5.
You're so exhausted just walking around. You know, you're half looking. Imagine like you're sleepy and you're hungry and all these terrible things, and you're just looking around. You're like, I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah, I said I felt terrible.
You do.
Terrible.
You're literally exhausted. You're exhausted mentally, physically, and in all ways possible.
All right. So I turn to Abyssia. I'm like, let us try what you suggest. Maybe I can use the orb as a focus point for us to channel through.
I'm gonna put my hands on as
So
well, if
I'll
you don't mind.
instruct her how to if I've been holding. Have I been holding the orb when I channel through it, or have I been just kind of like letting it float and like push through it?
Either or.
All right. Do I know it's safe to touch the orb?
Which ones?
The one that's charged.
Oh, you're not sure. You haven't been touching those directly now.
Okay.
I feel maybe, just hear me out. I know you intend to amplify your magic with the orb, but perhaps if we held an empty one in our hands and attempted to manifest the crystal above us and envision its power being drained into the crystal.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're doing this, let's do a roll.
2 rolls or 1 roll?
You both have to roll.
Okay. Oh wait, what's the shares?
We're doing
Vin, can
Let's-
you reset and look at it?
26.
Oh god.
26 shares. Not close enough. A couple more shares, guys. If you're at home, if you have not shared or liked the video, please do so, and they will activate rerolls for them.
I want to
And-
establish. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to establish which tower we're going to be focusing our
Temple.
energy on.
What?
Temple.
Temple.
Temple. Which
I,
temple?
why did I say castle? Why did I say castle?
It's the
Sorry.
tower.
Wemmick.
Tower.
You keep saying Wemmick.
Wemmick's.
Wemmick hole.
No. Yes.
Let's
The
do.
fire crystal, or the fire temple.
I don't know if Bludgy and Hogar are headed towards the fire temple, and we do something to disrupt them.
I can control fire better than I can control water and or air.
Okay.
Okay, guys, roll d20. Add your will.
21.
That is crap. 16.
Okay, tell me exactly what you're trying to do. Give me a sentence like a wish spell.
Oh Christ.
Both of us or one of us?
Let's let Brooke do it.
Okay. It could be a full sentence.
Just
I don't-
as if you're wishing. You can say it as a wish spell because it's
Okay.
in your head that you're trying to will it, so it's kind of like a wish.
Okay. I wish to bring the crystal from the fire temple into the temple where we are, and to channel the power into this orb we're holding.
Okay, so you're wishing to bring the huge, humongous crystal into the temple that is certainly bigger than the temple you're in right now.
They're
So
not
where
all
do
the
you
same
are?
size?
The huge crystal?
No, the
Hold
temple.
Hold on a
crystals up?
second.
No,
Hold
the
on a
temples.
second. I'm thinking that the crystals are inside the temple. Isn't that correct?
There was inside the other temple under the ground in the final layer in the earth core. That's the only one you've seen.
The temples, the four outer ring temples
Yes.
are bigger than the one that we are on. The one that we are on is just like a little.
It's just like a
little
platform.
day-
with
like a platform, yeah.
right.
Maybe
I
like 100 feet
thought.
up.
Okay. I thought that the crystal was floating at the top of the other temples. I
No.
misunderstood.
It was,
No,
Okay.
it was underground.
it'd be really easy if that was the case.
It was
Okay.
underground inside it.
Can I
So you
read-
do this, nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna go over to Hogar. Hogar, you catch up to Bludgy, who's walking.
Bludgy. Bludgy, slow down. Listen. Bludgy, we're not going to the fire temple right now. Bludgy. Listen, we're trying to find a way to manifest the crystals to where we are rather than going to the crystals. I don't want you to go to the fire tower by yourself.
Dan, you gotta walk with him if you're walking.
I listen.
Bo's walking too.
I don't want you to go to the fire tower by yourself and possibly get yourself injured when we're not going to go there with you. Just come on back. And if we're going to wind up going there, we'll all go together. Okay?
Listen, I'm not getting myself killed anymore. All you people want to do is you're destroying each other's weapons and you're killing people without and asking them any questions. You guys gonna get yourself killed. If I'm gonna die, it's gonna be by my own terms.
Bludgy, listen, you're right, Bludgy, okay?
Of course I'm right.
I owe you an apology. Maybe I should have kept that guy alive. Probably could have had some answers for us. And he probably
It sounded like he had a lot of answers, especially when he said, I know everything about here and I give you information, and you were like, no, I'm gonna kill him.
Right.
He's like 50 feet in front of you now because you stopped walking.
Bludgy, I can't let you go there. You're telling me you don't want to get yourself killed? But going to the temple without us is certain death for you. Bludgy, come on. Don't do this. Bludgy, listen, I'm sorry I didn't listen to you, okay? I know that you know what you're talking about. And look, I'm not gonna say I know how you feel, but I feel like you feel like you're not being heard, okay? So I just want to acknowledge what you're telling me. And I want
Don't
to
need
tell
no
you,
therapy from a half-giant murderer.
I'm not trying to give you therapy.
Yeah, what is
Trying
it
to-
then? Trying to
I
make me
just-
feel better about where you are. We're in the mind of some sort of evil god, and you want to sit here and talk about my feelings.
I don't want to talk about your feelings.
But
I
you
just
are
want-
talking about my feelings.
I
About,
just
I
want to
feel
tell
that you
you-
feel that I feel that you feel.
I just want to tell you that you're right, and I should listen to you, okay?
Great. So
I just
maybe,
wanna
maybe
tell
things
you-
will go better in the afterlife.
And I just want to tell you that if you go to the fire tower by yourself, you're going to die.
Better fight things front and center than deal with all the bullshit from you guys.
You would rather die than deal with us?
We're gonna die in here anyway. At least I can die fighting something with a blade rather than with our minds. Stupid.
All right, well, I tried. Good luck, man.
Yeah, you tried and failed like you usually do.
I'll see you later. I go back to the center temple.
He just keeps walking forward. Okay, you guys you see Holgar and Bludgy having exchange out there. They part ways, and Holgar is walking back. Botorius, what do you want to do?
I guess just continue to like look around to see if I find anything that again might correlate.
Okay, you check the
also,
ant-
and
check-
wait to see. I was kind of waiting on to see what happens with Relic as far as the.
Okay,
What they
you
found.
check the temple about 3 times now, and looking around everywhere else. You're not really finding anything new. Relic and Abyssia, what do you want to do?
Well,
I think we should
that
try
did
it
not
again.
work.
Maybe we should try it again.
We could.
Maybe we should try just the power, not the crystal. Seems to be way too big a task.
Well, it's either that or we're gonna have to go into one of those temples, right?
One more try.
Okay, make a roll.
Let's give it one more shot.
Don't forget, you gotta take off your will by 1
Take one
point
up. Right.
from last
I
time.
did already.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. Okay. Share's not up.
My thing froze. I can't tell.
28.
Okay.
23.
Nothing happens.
Oh,
-1 off your wills.
All right. I guess we need to go to the temple and draw directly from the crystal.
Which one?
Well, as I was saying before, I can control fire a lot better than I can control water or air. So I would say fire first.
All
Just
right.
doesn't seem right. Seems
Why
like there
not?
has to be a way. The power of this crystal, the power of the earth crystal, has to be equal to the power of fire and water and air.
Yes. So
So maybe what if with that extra orb that you have, we
Holgar, you return.
with the extra orb I have, I can use it to cast more powerful spells at the other temples.
Okay.
We can use it to fight, to defeat whatever's there. Hopefully,
Okay.
Wait, whatever's where?
in the other temples, I can
I
use the
thought
power.
I thought we were bringing the crystals to us.
We were unsuccessful. We've tried.
It's not working.
What temple do we want to go to now?
I was saying we should go to the fire one first.
I just got finished telling Bludgy that we weren't going to follow him there. Now we're going to go there? No wonder this guy thinks I'm the biggest liar idiot on Andaria.
It's not my fault he's a maroon.
I'm trying to get into his good graces.
So he's just going there himself.
Yeah.
And he thinks we're the crazy ones?
We're gonna have to follow him.
We definitely have to follow him. No matter what happens, we need him with us.
What
He's gonna be so happy to see us.
He point blank told me that he would rather die than stay with us.
Well, then we'll just have to knock him out and drag him with us. He won't be aware that he's with us.
He won't be aware that he's with us.
That's the best we can do for him. We need the light that's in him.
Weekend at Bludgy's.
Oh my god. Yes.
Hello. Oh, Bludgy.
We go to see Dragano and he's like, "You were all supposed to be alive."
No,
Well, he's gonna
I'm
be alive. He's just gonna be
no,
unconscious.
Dragano.
No, he's so alive.
Look at him, he's waving.
Well, everyone's alive here.
Fire
Everyone
stars
raise your hand.
from Josh. Reroll for Dan for trying.
Hey, thank you, Josh.
Awesome.
Thank you,
Nice.
thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Okay, so let's move this forward. If you guys taking action, let's take it. Law of deliberation. Next phase.
Do something. Let's go to the fire temple, I guess.
Are we teleporting to exactly where the crystal is?
Okay, so a natural 20 gets you into the crystal.
could.
As you know, if you do not do it, it will go somewhere else. It will not individually put you different places because you're all doing it together. It'll just target in on the highest roll given. You do
We're
not have the ones and
manifesting
20s
our
right
way
now, so
there?
it's just natural 20.
I think we might want to Abyssia the way we transported away from the Earth Temple back here. We may want to teleport a few people with each manifest so we could save some energy.
Sounds good.
I do not have much energy left to manifest at all. I can't do it anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, am I able to even move anywhere like this? Because I have no.
You can go with them. You can be pulled along. You're too exhausted to do anything else.
Someone has to take him.
Yeah.
All right. So, I am actually gonna. I'm gonna try to use the energy from the orb that we have.
Okay, use the earth energy. What do you want to do with it?
I want to try to get us. Same thing, into where the crystal is of the fire temple. Same, like manifest us in.
Okay, you try to tap the energy from the earth energy and transfer it into some sort of energy for manifestation. It's a fail. Lose 1 point of will.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good.
Is it possible for us to walk there from where
Yeah.
we are?
Bludgy's walking there. Bludgy's
we
doing the
can.
most of everybody right now. He's walking right there.
We can, but we need to get into where the crystal is. So we're just trying to shortcut it, is basically what we're doing, because otherwise we have to fight through everything that's outside to get inside, to get downstairs.
Right. So then last week, they natural 20 themselves through the amazing graces of Vin's rolling right into the chamber of the earth elemental.
Yeah, last week was ridiculous. I'm gonna be completely honest, and it wasn't just this die; it was both dies.
Yeah, you had some rolls last week. Yeah.
Yeah, you did well. You did good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Still
my
alive.
favorite. You're my favorite person. Okay, guys, if you're gonna manifest, roll d20. Highest person is the roll.
Should I roll as well or no?
You cannot, actually, Damien.
Are we adding our will to that and then taking one
You
away?
can add your will, but add your will because it matters if other factors come up, but really the roll is what matters.
Okay. So are we removing from our will after we do that?
Just tell me what you rolled and tell me what the
Okay.
will.
Okay. 11. My will is 9. So it would be a 20.
You're higher than me.
Dan?
I'm not rolling. I'm not manifesting.
My total is a 10.
Okay, so you guys disappear, and all of a sudden you appear, and you're in some sort of cavern underground. There is lava everywhere, and there is spots of rock between the lava that you clearly could jump from one to the next to keep going all the way to the other side.
How many jumps would we have to make?
It's got to be about 15 jumps, and that gets you out of the cavern into some sort of hallway. Your first thought is, why would anyone design this? But it's not designed, it's done by the mind.
Not designed, done by the
Done by
mind.
the mind. Can we check our shares?
Let's see, 34. Yes, they're active. 34
Woo!
likes and 30 shares. Congratulations! Thank you to our fans. It activated
Thank you,
rerolls
guys.
and enhancements. So you can
Good
give
job,
enhancements
people.
if you wish, and rerolls are active.
Question.
Thank
guys,
you, Maker.
yes.
When we do checks for jumps, that doesn't take a point off our strength every time we do it. Is that correct?
They do actually every time you use them. Yeah. But if you use, well, you're not doing endurance.
We do strength?
Because they're individual jumps. Yeah, it's off strength.
Oy.
So
Can we choose to add it? We don't have to add it, right?
No, you have to use a point if you want to jump. Jump costs 1 point.
yeah.
Decisions.
Or you have to roll a 12, right?
Am I able to
Well,
fly?
you can't choose a roll of 12, so it only happens when you're exhausted.
Can I fly over this lava?
Yeah. I
Hover?
just wasn't going to tell you that.
Okay.
I was about to describe the room for you so you would get the clue.
Thank
and then if you
you.
didn't do it, I would feel really bad when you die.
When you died, because it would have happened.
Oh yeah, that's right. You can get us over, right? Perfect. Thank God.
I don't know about all of
Charles
us.
Morrison goes,
yeah.
is she serious right now?
What?
Well, no, she can like physically fly, Dan.
That, Oh, sure, if we could go back and forth, I guess.
I can taxi everybody.
Yeah.
But then I have to leave the fox in the sea.
Stop.
At the-
Stop.
No. We're not doing the fox on the goal today.
All
I
right.
was so proud when I figured that out. Okay.
Trying to save the world from the joke. Okay, so
Not
you
the
start
one
flying everybody over.
Yeah.
Who do you fly first? Just a question.
I fly relic first.
Oh, you left Hogar and Botorius by
Oh,
themselves.
so Holgar
Uh-oh.
eats Devious, Motorius, you're doing that. You lost.
Oh man.
If you would have left Holgar and Bludgy, Holgar kills Bludgy. If you leave Bludgy and Botorius, Bludgy robs Botorius.
His eyelashes,
leave-
because that's all he
If
has
you
left.
leave Relic and Botorius, Relic disintegrates Botorius' weapon. So it's really this vicious circle. It's really hard to do it. work
There's
it
no
out.
winning. There's no winning with you.
Right, there's no winning.
There's no pleasing you.
Then there's no pleasing.
There's no pleasing you.
No, if you don't know what we're talking about, we're just making a joke on a riddle, on a puzzle. Okay, so anyway, so you grab Relic and you fly up into the sky and you fly towards that one opening to bring it to the next cavern. As you fly up, all of a sudden you see a jet of lava come out of lava below and shoot up like a column, go poof, and go flying up to the sky. You'll need to roll a agility check here, And
Okay.
since his first one is shocking, it will get easier. His first one's going to have to be a 20.
A 20?
Yes.
We don't have to roll.
Oh, but I can
20.
add my agility,
You can-
right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And can I? Okay. Oh God.
I expect you to die, Mr. Paris.
That is a 19 plus a 6. That is a 25. Thank
Fail.
you very much.
No, I'm just kidding. So the
What
fire
twist me?
the fire column
I'll tell
goes
my
up.
therapist about you. That's it. I'm done.
No, Brooke, I am your therapist.
You only talk to me.
Yes.
Damn it.
I am the evil and the good inside.
You are
so
the key.
You fly up and you see the lava, which I have here. I prepared for some props for this.
Stop it.
So here's you,
Hmm.
and here's the lava.
Lots of preparation.
I guess.
Okay. Audio dungeon. So I think it was is it Andrew? Andrew wanted some visual aids. Andrew.
Oh my God, Andrew, here it is. Oh my God, perfect. Wait, am I taking
lava.
off for? Am I taking off for agility? Well, obviously, yeah. Right. 'cause
Well, you don't have to take one off for saves. No.
Okay.
So now you're gonna have them come at you. There's gonna be 14 more.
What?
You have to make,
You're
them
joking.
all,
You're
but
joking.
they're all gonna get easier. Since you now know they're there, just beat a 15 every time.
Okay, hold on. Can't Relic like lava whisper or fire whisper the lava or something?
You can
I
ask them
can.
Okay, Relic.
I can,
Here
but I'm
we
trying
go.
to save points here.
Oh, okay. I see.
What? No, we're not trying to waste your points here. Stop.
Okay.
Just play the game.
Well,
I gotta
rerolls
save
are
my
active.
points. We get hit with lava. We get hit with lava.
Yeah, if I die, at least I
Before
die
the
with a point.
lava,
Either, well, my point.
I don't
my
have
point
pain
is,
receptors, so
my point is, I can soften the blow either way. So I rather her try to do it without me using magic.
gotcha.
Well, if she
Okay.
fails, it's gonna be too late. Just so you know, you can't say.
No, I
before
can-
she fails, I do the.
No,
thing.
I can do damage reduction on us. I could.
That would be too late.
Falling into lava?
That'd be too late because
falling
if
into
you're
lava.
trusting her to fly, then you're trusting her to fly, and they're all gonna be close. So you either have to do it beforehand, or not.
I
All right.
tried.
So if
No,
that's the
you
case,
fold.
then I will throw up. Damn it! I was trying to wait on this one. I will
there's
throw up.
Try.
lava shooting up in between each jump, like where each jump would be. Is that what it is?
As she's flying over, the lava tubes are coming up.
How high did it go up when she flew the first time?
It went up pretty much to the top of the ceiling.
Okay. All right. So I will cast fire shield against us, around us.
Okay, you cast Fire Shield. And what does it do? Is it half or immunity?
Half DR from your focus, which fire is one of my focuses. So if
What's
we
the
do get
DR?
hit,
What's
Weapon?
the DR?
it says half DR. From,
Oh, half
Half the
DR.
damage.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Okay. Okay, so he lights it up. Brooke, you feel a shield of some sort on you from the fire. You must now make 14 rolls. If you want, you can roll once at times by 14. That times it by it'll stand for all 14 rolls.
I have to choose that before I roll?
Yeah, I would do that.
Okay. I'm going to do that.
If you die, I mean, sorry.
Well,
if you
I-
fail, you will die.
Hold on. But we have rerolls active.
You have
We have
rerolls
a
after,
plus.
yes.
Do we have a +2 on these rolls also?
Oh, you do a +2 in this roll, yes.
Okay.
Good.
So
you can also
Roll.
auto save if you have to.
You can't auto save 4 times in a row though. You'd have to
Damn
use all the points.
I tried, Brooke. I
That's,
tried.
that is a lot of points. Yeah.
I
well,
tried.
but I can autosave once, right?
Yes.
And then re-roll on that next autosave, so it could.
Well, we roll it instead of an autosave.
All right, let's get past the first one.
You can also
Okay.
do endurance. Don't forget.
Yes.
You
She
can't
doesn't
do
need that. She
endurance
could just
here because it's
do-
not an activity that is elongated over time.
Plus, he's letting her multiply it, so you might as well
yeah,
just,
Oh,
so you can
true.
roll once, right?
just do that one. If you're gonna use endurance, just do the one roll.
Yeah. Okay.
No, endurance will not help you here.
What do I have to hit? A 15?
15. You have 6 seconds to roll.
All right, I'm gonna roll and use it for roll 14.
Wow, that's risky. Okay, got it.
But I can re-roll this though.
Sure.
Right.
One.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you
There you
can't. You just you can't auto save 14 times or 14 rolls. I'm doing this to save time. You can auto save, and it'll get you through 1, but you can't auto save for 14 times.
No, I'm not auto saving for 14. All right, let me just do the one then.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna do the one and then maybe auto save after that.
Go ahead.
Right? Okay.
So
Sure.
wait, is this one roll for all 14? I'm totally.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll.
just- okay.
Okay.
So this is just the first attempt.
Yes.
First
Okay.
attempt. 19 plus.
And we would have been across.
You would have been done.
Okay, we're moving. Oh god.
Go ahead. Roll them all. This is what you wanted.
Can I choose them now for the next 13 or no?
Uh,
Just roll for the next 13?
Just roll.
What's
Just at this point, just roll.
All right.
What was the downside to rolling them all at once?
I have no idea. That's why I was totally bad.
It would be it's almost like she would take the damage of all of them.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
So it's all
All right,
or
let's move
nothing.
us along. Otherwise,
here we
I'm gonna
go.
roll for you. You have 5
That was
seconds
one,
to roll.
right? Okay.
5, 4.
Another
3.
19.
Go ahead.
That's 2.
Rapid roll this.
That's a 9. No, that's a 1. I
Re-roll
re-roll
it.
it. I'm re-rolling. 14.
That's the
Plus.
fail.
Well, 14 plus
Fail?
what?
Oh, 14 plus a 2, that's 13.
Okay, you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Wait, I just saw.
Did you drop? Wait, which one did you drop on the floor? Is that the one?
No.
So now you just
I
dropped.
dropped
you
it
just dropped-
after I rolled. I re-rolled that one.
and then you rolled it again and dropped it.
No, it was in the tray. I just picked it up to roll it and I dropped it outside. I did not drop it on a roll. I didn't drop it on a roll.
What do you think?
Judges,
I don't know.
He's conversing with the judges. He's conferring. He's not the judges.
Okay, they're saying it's fine. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you, judges. Okay. That was 3, right?
Yes.
Yep.
That was 3.
4,
16.
5,
14 plus 2, 16.
6,
18 plus 2, 20.
7.
world.
7. I gotta re-roll that. Hold on. Okay.
Well, what's your Brooke? What's your agility? Because you gotta add your agility, add
2.
the plus 2.
Oh, I haven't been adding my agility.
You gotta add your
This is what you
agility.
should
and-
do.
Okay.
Brooke.
Good.
What's your
Sorry.
plus to agility?
6.
Okay,
So
plus.
you made it.
So it's a +8 with the +2 altogether.
Yeah.
Right. So then just
So-
add 8 to every time you roll.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And just
So
make
you
sure
didn't have
that's
to re-roll that
above
one. That
50.
one you made.
Okay.
That's
so
7.
that was 7.
And
Okay.
just made it. Yeah.
So you got
Okay,
8.
plus 8. 16.
Made it.
8 plus 8.
9,
17, 25.
10,
18.
11.
That's a natural 20.
Yes.
I'll give you
26.
2. I'll
28.
give you 2. 13.
I'm going to cry. 16 and 8, 24.
14. This is actually
Okay.
the last one.
One
Because
more.
you did the first one.
Okay. 17.
Okay, so Brooke, if this was a movie, it would be the most epic scene.
I'm nauseous right now.
You only gotta go back 2 more times.
Yeah.
No, because
Well,
you're
your
going to
point-
do something with the fire vent and they're just going to walk across. Okay, yeah.
So Vin, you get to the other side, you guys land, and you realize you're there. And now you have to think about if you want to go back or not to get your friends.
I have no way of getting them across.
Can I teleport them across? Can I imagine them over here with us?
You can try to imagine them over here with us if you wish. And then roll, and I'll let you know if it works.
And then use a will point? Okay. It's a 16 plus
Fail.
9. Reroll.
Gotta hit 20.
Go ahead.
Reroll.
Yeah.
Gotta hit 20, Brooke.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's right. Fuck. No, that's a negative. Okay. All right. So now,
You guys can actually scream to each other, but you guys are far away.
The magic stay. If you want, Brooke, if you want to go back after them, the magic's gonna stay on you for. I lost it. There we go.
So if you roll one time, Brooke, and times it, I'm going to treat
Right.
it as a crash and burn. Like you get hit by the lava and it propels you into the lava below. That's what's going to happen.
if I
Oh,
get
no,
hit once,
It's
If
off.
you roll once and to stand for all 14, it's going to be a crash and burn.
if I get hit,
Yes, if you fail, it'll be a crash and burn.
okay,
She dies?
I'm not going to tell you what happens. I'm just going to tell you it'll be a crash and burn.
I can
Then we're
reroll
going
it
to
though.
deal damage, and then I'm going to times that damage by 14. By 15, sorry.
Oh.
So, yeah.
How close are we to the
15.
crystal right now?
You don't know.
Tony, question about one of my abilities.
Yes.
I do not have a duration here for Andarian form. Would you know what the duration is?
Should be a minute.
A minute.
It looks too risky.
I don't know if she can do that 2 more times. 4 more times. 4 more times. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
I yell out, Hogar!
So there's no
Yeah.
Russell's not with you. Don't forget.
He's not with us, right?
Not
Yeah.
Budgie, so it would be 4 more times because
Yeah, you gotta go
Gotta
to and
back
from.
forth.
Right. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah?
Yeah. So Richard's reminding you only need a 7 or better, which is correct.
All right.
Odds are,
let's do
if you take a one shot, odds are in your favor, Brooke.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, because you have a reroll on your side, but remember you could fail here, and this could be a problem, and you could die, and you'll blame Richard Wild.
That's
I
fine.
won't blame Richard.
But
I'm
you
gonna-
should.
Richard!
Richard, it's all your fault. I don't know how, but somehow it's your
Here
I'm
we
gonna
go,
fly
here
to
we
New
go.
Zealand to the south part of it, and I'm gonna show up at your house and give you a talking to.
We could send the New Zealand wizard after you, Richard.
Richard's
No,
listening
they
to all this
forced
while he's in a
retirement.
meeting. Richard's listening to all this while he's in a meeting right now, so the least I could do is be quick about it. Okay. All right, let's do it. One time.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so this counts for what?
All
We're
15
bringing-
rolls.
Okay. Here we go. 15 plus 8, 23.
Succeed. You make it back. And you're there with Holgar and Botorius. Vin's like the guy, hey, what's your name?
Good flying. Good flying there. Good flying.
Relic. What's your name?
Tony, I want to take.
I throw up very quickly, and then I just wipe my mouth.
You know what? I'm not gonna do it yet. Never mind.
And then I got digestive issues, Doctor, and I'm pretty sure it's from my Dungeons and Dragons.
I got the GERD.
I got the GERD, level 3.
You should probably take Holgar first.
I think I'm
Yeah.
feeling better than you are, Bo. If anything
At least
happens,
you still got, a little bit of yourself, your energy.
that's what I mean. If anything were to happen, if you were attacked here by yourself, I don't think you'd stand a chance.
Well, that's all right. It's more important you get over there. You should go first.
Tony, how far is it from me to them?
Probably a few hundred feet at least.
Okay, is it like rock cave? Like, is it caverns?
All around,
What is
you're in a cavern. It's full of lava, and there's rocks on the floor to hop to.
All right. I'm gonna try using the orb, what's it called? The earth orb.
There you go.
Okay.
And what I want to do is I want to try to make like a I want to try to form rock to complete the path.
Okay. Roll d20.
Nice.
Add your will. Achieve a 20. Unnatural.
There it is. It's a 20 on the button.
Okay, so
Only because that +2.
you see him raise the orb up and channel through it. All of a sudden, it lights up, and you see rock come up all the way out to you guys.
Brad. Look at that.
I don't
Lower
know
your-
how long I can hold it. Move
Lower your will
fast.
by 3.
Oh man.
Wow.
All right, run.
Wait, be careful, guys. The lava may still be shooting up, so just keep your eyes open.
It's just a rock walkway
As
now.
Richard
ain't it?
Wild puts it in chat, it is a bridge. It is basically a rock bridge from you to them.
I go.
Okay, everybody go. Just don't roll a 1 and trip into the lava because that's how life works.
Thank you.
17.
Everybody okay?
9.
Damien, you fine? Okay.
Yes, good.
And Brooke, you could just fly, so you're okay. You can
Okay.
fly with the rock. Okay, you guys get to the other side and you are there.
Where's there?
We don't really know exactly.
So you're on the other side of the cavern, and you see it goes into some sort of smaller cavern. This cavern is probably about 20-something feet wide, and it's actually pretty high. It's actually probably about 100 feet high. Looks like you're at the bottom of a chasm.
Okay.
We just ground made of stone.
It seems to be a lot of rock and dirt.
Okay. Circular.
Circular what?
The room around us.
No, it's basically a hallway.
We're in like a
Oh.
rift, like a.
Yeah, it's basically a hall. It's like 20-something feet wide and about 100 feet or so high.
Can we see to the end of it?
It goes into darkness eventually.
Okay.
There is light from the lava behind you, and there's definitely some light coming up from in front of you.
All right, let's get moving.
Yeah, walk towards the light.
Okay, you guys walk through this chasm. As you're walking, you hear some sort of noises from some creatures. Roll perception check.
20.
100
What's that? Survive.
Survival, yeah.
27 then. Oh,
12.
29.
33.
And the twos, right?
35.
You're fine, bro.
Okay.
You guys look. Anybody
16,
who has a
16.
15 or higher, you look up and you see there's these creatures flying around. And the creatures are red-skinned and look somewhat like a gargoyle or something. And they seem to be flying up top and kind of half following you guys as you make your way through the bottom of this crevasse.
How many are there?
Hard to tell. There's definitely more than 4 or 5.
Need to keep moving forward. Keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
I want to, as we're moving forward. Damn it! I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to. I reach into my bag, and I grab the mace that I got, the Morning Star from Raven, the broken one.
Okay.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I'm gonna steal magic from it.
Okay.
So I can recharge some of my points.
Okay. Roll will check.
A 21. 23 actually with the +2. Sorry.
Okay, so you're trying to replenish your points.
Yes.
I'll allow you to replenish 2d8 worth of talent points.
Of just talent?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it can go across all of them. All right, damn it.
Okay, I'll give you two. That's what it says on the paper. I'll give you.
Well,
two
it doesn't say anything on the paper. It just says drain magic item into power into you.
I'll to make it, I guess, more fair. I'll let you put it at any one of the mind points. So knowledge, will, or talent, and you can do 2d8 points recovered.
Okay. 3 and a 3. It's 6.
Okay, so you can choose how do you want to put them in,
Do I want to re-roll it? Can I re-roll it?
if you wish.
I'm gonna re-roll it.
Use those rerolls.
I'm gonna re-roll it. 7 and a 4.
Better.
It's 11.
Okay.
All right, it's better than 6.
It's almost double.
Yeah.
That's just 11. Okay.
Okay, so he stops to cast his spell. You guys are waiting. As you do this, it creates a lot of noise, creates a lot of light, and all of a sudden you see these creatures swoop down and begin to attack you guys. One swoops down on each of you. Here it comes. Holgar, one comes down to you and claws you on the head. 12 damage dealt.
Is it a hit?
Yes.
Tony, quick question: does that burn the whole item or just part of it?
The whole thing.
Okay, I just want to delete it off my sheet if it does.
Okay, you guys can act. The rest of you, these creatures swoop down. You kind of duck. They just swoop down and do a pass, and they go back up.
Okay.
Is
Uh,
the
Well,
one still on me? Still attacking me?
He just does a flyby.
They have
They're out
fire.
of,
No fire. They just came down with claws.
are they out of range now?
Well, they're not totally out of range. They're flying up. They're probably about 20 feet above you.
Oh, not in melee range though.
No.
Okay.
Now that you know that they're there, though, you can have melee range. You can have a melee attack if they come down.
Okay, so then I'll take out my sword and ready myself for an attack with my sword for when they pass again.
Okay, relic.
I want to keep moving, and keep moving. That's it. Double time it.
Okay,
Same.
Avicia.
Same.
Sorry, same thing. Okay, you guys just start running through. They're coming down to attack, and Hogar, you're ready for it. Relic, miss. Victorious, I have a hit on you. Actually, I might not have a hit on you. It's probably a block. It's a 27.
It would be a block. Yeah.
The block. Okay, so it is 6 damage.
Okay.
That's blocked already. Sorry, I should have just given you the full thing. It's 12. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's right. It's 6 damage. So then you can negate it or whatever you gotta do. It's 6 damage from your block.
Okay.
Okay. Holgar, you can take your attack.
There's one on me.
It's one swooping down on you. It doesn't land on you. Swoops by you.
Okay, so I'll attack him then. Can I get all 3 attacks on him, or is this just like
Nah, just one.
just one? Okay. Okay, so that's 24.
Hit.
All right. I'll roll damage. Go ahead.
Okay. You guys, anybody taking action?
I'm gonna try to manifest that they all turn into like little sparrows.
Okay, you can do that now. Go ahead, roll.
I re-roll. Nope.
Nothing. One will used.
Yep.
Relic.
I'm just if they haven't hit me, I am just still double timing it to the end of this cavern or the end of this path.
Victoria, same thing. Okay. They attack it again. Relic, miss. Abysia, I have a 25.
Miss.
Miss. Hogar, 24.
Ooh, that's a block. I hit for 15 damage before.
Okay, you slice it pretty badly. You definitely feel like you almost killed it. It's hurt bad, and it's like flying funny to get up. 8 damage. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 damage after the block.
Okay.
Yeah. Victorious is a miss. You guys go. Relic.
Still double timing it across the field.
Okay, Victorious, you're running still.
Run.
Abyssia,
I'm running.
and Holgar.
I attack.
Good.
19.
19's a hit.
All right. This is the same guy, right?
What's your plus to damage?
I
What's
just
natural
rolled
plus?
it's 10 so far.
Yeah, you're done.
Okay.
You're done. You got it. So it comes up. You turn around the last second, timing it out, and you go, and you slice it right in half. And you see the thing just hits the side of the wall next to you, goes to the ground, and that one is completely decimated. You guys are running, and all of a sudden you see the attacks kind of stop. And as you're running, you kind of stop in what appears to be this next room. And you're looking around, and this room kind of goes out in a rough pattern all the way around to eventually a circle. There's no way out of this room. It appears to be a dead end, except there are holes in the ground. You start to walk around the room, and the room is jagged. It's probably about 50 feet around, and there's probably about 12 holes in the room. Each hole is about 3.5 feet wide or around. Enough for a person to fit through, perhaps, if you had to. And every once in a while, you hear a noise, and it's like the fire pits, the fire swamps. You see the fire comes out of the holes.
Oh,
It goes back down. Roll play.
all right.
Relic.
So, no
Did you
place
cover
to
these?
go but through these holes.
Through the
think we have-
holes?
Yes, I think we have to go through them.
You don't see any other doors here, right?
No.
Does it look like I could fit through one of these with my girthiness?
Yeah, just barely, but yes.
Okay.
There's
Just curious.
there's lava, fire coming up at random out of these holes, right?
Well, let's see if it's random. Let's
Okay.
see.
I like that idea. Let's
When the
pattern
lava shoots
test.
up, where does it go? It just like goes up into the air and like comes back down, or is it like
Goes
Is
up
it-
into the air and then lasts for about 3 seconds, then stops.
is now you said it's lava, right? Like it's not just like a gout of not a gout
No,
of
it's fire.
It's
It's
like,
fire.
It's
Oh,
a gout of
fire.
fire. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Because I got a little
Okay.
worried. I thought it was lava. I was like, oh man, now we got to cover.
Okay.
At least if it's just fire, it's just like you know.
Has it happened again since?
Yeah, it's happening probably every 6-7 seconds, and it's all different ones.
Does it
Also-
seem? Good. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, once we see it, I wanted to like start counting. So, all right, like, kind of figure out, approximately how long in between, fire
Spurts.
blasts.
Okay.
And
Take 25 experience points. Scroll. You see that it's probably about every 7 seconds there's a burst.
Is there a pattern to it? Does it look like it comes from this one first, and then that one second, and this one third?
So you are able, after a while, since you're both looking for patterns, you are able to determine that there is some sort of pattern, but it's not very precise. It's probably, your guess is that it's coming off of something that's naturally happening, and therefore it's close to being a pattern, but not exact.
And how many holes are there?
12.
There's 12.
so it looks like we got to just go right after the fire, happens.
We don't even know where it leads. It might not
Yeah.
even lead anywhere. It
Oh.
might just drop into a pit of fire below us.
That looks like yeah.
All right, so I want to take a look after the next one. I want to stick my head down, just to take a look. I'm not gonna I'm not sticking my head all the way in, but I'm gonna wait for one to go on fire and then go look down, straight down. And see
Okay.
if I see anything.
So you wait for it. It burns, goes away. You look down, and when it's not burning, you almost feel like you get a sense of like water for a second.
Water.
Water. Do I hear water or no?
You think you might hear water, and you even feel like a breeze of the water coming up. Like it's almost like the wind without the fire is actually just coming from a water source.
And is it just dark down there?
Yeah, pretty much. It goes down pretty far, for further than you would like.
Is it a straight drop or is it like a
You believe it's a
tube
straight
that-
drop.
All right, get my head out of there.
Good idea.
All right, I describe what I saw.
Andrew says, check if any one of the 12 holes is not shooting fire. All of them are shooting fire.
If I become ethereal, I can go down and see what is causing this.
Oh,
Um,
good idea.
Great idea, Relic.
and maybe get an idea of what waits for us down there.
All right, go for it.
All right, so I go ethereal,
Okay?
and I go down one of the tubes.
And the fire comes up.
Which tube? Remember.
Whichever one has the next flame burst come up, I wait for it to burn, and then I go down.
Just give me a number 2.
3.
Okay, you jump down the tube. You're ethereal. You're floating down. You fly down probably about 150 feet, 170 feet, and all of a sudden it opens up to some sort of underground lake or something. And you see that the tubes, as you're passing through them, as you're going ethereal, that there's actually lava in the tubes, and something's happening where the lava is clogging the tube, and then has some sort of flow backwards, and it's causing a rush of air to pass it, and passes along, makes fire, and the fire rushes up and goes up. But below all that stuff happening is this big drop, and then this underground lake. It's even further under there.
Is there anything down there besides just the lake?
Yes. So when you get down there, on this lake, it comes up to like a beach of stone,
Okay.
and then goes into like another large cavern.
All right. I want to scout out for a second or so. I want to see like if there's anything down there, if there's anything moving around, any creatures.
Okay, so you go down there. You do see that there are some creatures that seem to be walking on the ceiling, and they're kind of in darkness. You'd have to go and really investigate them to see what they are.
All right. But I don't have long on the spell, so I'm gonna go back up. And when I go back up and through the ceiling, so like the rest of the party, I want to see if I can get close to one of these things just to see what they are.
Okay, when you go up there, you believe there's some sort of spiders, red.
Okay. And then I continue back up through the floor to them.
Okay, you return, you fill them in. Role play.
Well, it drops into a large lake. I mean, I don't know how deep the lake is. I didn't have time to check. But there's a beach down there, and there's some creatures. I mean,
Where are the creatures?
they're on the ceiling of the cavern, which is right past the
Ceiling?
openings. Yes. There are large spiders. Large red spiders.
Hmm.
I'm gonna probably stay here then.
So we got to drop through.
Yes, I would think.
All right.
Are they gonna capture us as we're coming through the ceiling?
Were they near the holes? Or were they?
No, there's not enough of them to capture. You don't think so? But if there's some sort of trap or something weird happening, you wouldn't really know. But
As far as I
can't
could tell,
you don't think so.
as far as I could tell, they were just living on the ceiling, like it's a nest or something. I mean, I didn't see many. I don't think they were blocking the holes with anything. Nothing. When I went through this one, and I pointed to the one I went through, there was nothing blocking the exit or the entrance to it.
All right. Well, let's go. We're gonna
Okay,
wait
you guys
for the
going
next-
through?
Wait.
Wait,
Before you
you
just
time it
decide
out?
to jump into one of these holes,
Yeah.
I have nothing to slow our fall once we go through.
I thought you said there was a lake down there.
Yeah.
There is, but it's 300 feet below us.
Well,
In
And
real
we
life, everybody would be like, no way.
Yeah, exactly.
In the hero world, it's like, Damien's like, well, I just jump in. What am I going to do?
yeah.
I mean, I could slow our descent if we were all together, but we need to individually jump through these tubes.
So we don't
And
burn.
if we jump in together, we're either A, going to get stuck, or B, we're going to slow fall and then get burned as we're slow falling. So it needs to be coordinated.
So we just gotta jump. That's it.
What if, Relic, if you went first, and then all of us that came after, if you were able to?
It comes off of me. It would need to generate off of me. I'd be too far past you.
I see.
As you guys are sitting there, you see there's a light from behind you coming down the hallway, or the bottom of the chasm you came through.
A light?
Mm-hmm.
Like a nice light or like a red light?
Sure.
Check that out.
Well, yeah. Well, that's actually a valid question. Is it red
color
like
is it?
fire, or
It's
is it
red like lava.
Okay?
Okay.
All of a sudden,
Then
about
holes.
halfway down, you see the lava is actually flowing from that other bed that was there before. You see it's going through the chasm, making its way to where you are, where those holes are.
Okay, so I
Okay.
stopped fighting gargoyles in the hallway. I run ahead of the lava into the room with them.
I imagine you were with them, Dan.
Oh, I
never
thought you were
actually
with
saw
No,
you fighting.
no, I
Yeah,
didn't want those. I didn't want those guys following us. I stayed back.
Oh
and
yeah,
fought
they
them.
came. I told you when you got to the end, they kind of went back up. They stopped going after you.
Okay, so then I'll just run.
So we'll say that you were in the hallway just watching out for them, and they don't come down. And then you would spot that first, Dan. You see the lava is making its way. You estimate that the lava will be to you guys in like a minute.
Guys, we don't have much time. More lava behind us.
Hey,
All right, let's go.
all right. Let's go. I get ready to time my jump.
Yeah, I time my jump too.
Okay. So I'm gonna count. I'm gonna count down to 7 seconds, and if you want to jump, you clap your hands.
Wait, say it one more time. I'm sorry, I
It-
missed what you said.
I'm gonna count down to 7 seconds between the burn. You jump when you want to jump.
Wait, so
Ready?
when
the
you
fire,
start,
the fire on the hole. For one, are you going on different holes or the same one?
No, different hole. I'm going down
different
different
holes,
holes.
different
I'm
holes.
going in hole. I go in hole 11. I choose 11.
Okay.
I choose 4.
I
Okay.
choose the one in front of me.
Give me the number.
I don't know.
Nice
Five.
try, Scro.
5.
Okay, and Vin,
I will go down the same one that I went down before because I know what's down it already.
3.
I look before I leap.
Okay, so you all go down.
I thought we were doing a clap or something.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I was going to do the clap, but it was confusing the hell out of you guys, so I just moved forward. So you guys go down. You're going down either arms up, arms down. I imagine whatever you did, and you're finally going through it. You hear all these sounds, like you feel like fire is going to burst out of you any second, and all of a sudden, Relic, you come out, falling into the water.
Oh, okay. No, wait. Once I break past the thing, I'll cast what's it called, the fly on
fall?
myself.
Okay, you cast fly. So, and where do you fly to the ground?
Yeah, I want to hover over the water. I want to see where the rest of them come out. So
Okay,
if I have to
hover
go
over
and
the water.
grab somebody.
Well, Torius, you go down. You come out. This time
Yeah.
you go to the ground. You see Relic just sitting there
Cannonball.
flying. You're like, you son of a bitch, and then you hit the water real hard. Abyssia.
Can I like
And
hover my
Hovar.
wings? Oh, boy.
Well, here's what happened. You can't extend your wings in the hole. You guys come out, and right when you break out, you realize something happens. Something perhaps you didn't expect. When you come out, you realize a web catches you, both of you, because holes
I'm
4,
done.
7, 9, 11 were trapped with webs from the spiders, who are waiting to catch their morsels. So you come out, and immediately when you do, you start getting wrapped up immediately by the webs, both of
Do
you.
we see this, or is it up in the thing? Like
It's in the darkness. It's really hard to see. It's impossible. And for you, you see nothing except water.
Yeah.
And even Relic, you don't know what's going on right
Well,
now.
I wouldn't be looking up. I'd be looking down, expecting them to like hit the water.
Right, you're not seeing it. Okay, so you guys are being wrapped up for this round. You can take an action here. This is as you're being wrapped up with this web, and the web seems to burn a little bit or starting to burn, but it does look white like a web, but it has like a red tinge to it, and you're already being wrapped.
Can I breathe fire?
You can
See if that. I'm gonna breathe fire. See if that damages anything.
You breathe your fire.
Mm-hmm.
No effect. Hogar.
I use. I'll go to elemental form,
Okay.
and I'll transform into a water elemental.
Ooh,
Okay,
sick.
so you go elemental form, turn to water, and you just fall right through the web,
Oh my god, that's sick.
and you fall down
Sexy,
to the
man.
you
Real
fall down
sexy.
to the water underneath.
Well done.
Oh no! Am I like all mixed in with the water now? Am I like,
Yeah, you're like, no, my arm. It floats away.
It's like oil on the water. This piece of Hogar.
Yeah,
I'm all mixed in.
I'm all mixed in. No, you're fine. You're like
We are all in one drop of ocean.
you're like the water guy in Darkwing Duck.
oh, nice.
Oh my god.
What was his name?
I want to say like my guess is like hydroelectric, but I don't think that's right.
Hydro Man. Hydro
Yeah,
something?
it's something
I don't
like
even
that.
remember who you're talking about. How's that feel?
Yeah, I don't remember that guy.
There's a water guy,
Hydro
wasn't there?
I don't
Hydroduck.
remember a water guy.
Hydro duck.
There was Megavolt.
The liquidator, is that his name?
It was Hydro. There was a water guy.
You're gonna
No,
make me
it's-
Google this,
Water guy.
aren't you?
It's liquidator. I just looked it up.
Charles Morris is saying it's Hydro Man. Maybe. I can't remember.
No, Dan says liquidator.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
It's a Liquidator. Okay.
one of the most dangerous mutants in Saint Canard.
Bernard. Wow.
Canard.
Okay, so you land on. We need to do a Darkwing Duck post. You guys land in the water, and Brooke, they're wrapping you up. If you want to do, basically, you can roll a strength check to try to get out of it right now. Because I would imagine your first instinct would be just to break out. So
Yeah.
we're gonna roll that right now. I'm gonna give them a plus. You need to defeat a 23
Okay.
on strength. That's 20.
Natural 20 and a 5.
I know someone's rolled 20. Immediately their hands go to the camera.
That's necessary for me the past 2 weeks because I've been rolling so many, so it's like
Yeah.
unbelievable.
So you
I
you
hate
open your
spiders.
wings.
I can't go like this.
Brooke,
Yeah.
basically you start
Yeah.
going like this, and then you expand your wings. You break the wings out, and you fall down a little bit, and then fly.
Okay.
Fly
okay.
down.
Okay.
You guys make it down to the bottom. I imagine you guys start
was
going
going-
over to the shore.
I was gonna go see if I can help what's it called Botorius because he's the only one that I saw really fall into the water.
Torres
I
is
guess,
wearing
right?
armor, I believe, up shore, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's actually he lands in the water. He starts to sink. You fly down. You pick him up.
Yeah, I scoop him if I can.
Okay. So as he's flying you over, Botorius, are you feeling a little bit better about Relic right now? Is he saving you from the water or no?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I
so.
saved you
Like,
twice, man. Twice.
I mean, he said he was trying to save my life. You know, I mean, what can I do? I wasn't really aware of what was going on at the time, so like, you know, what am I gonna do? You know, I'm here. I feel terrible. Like, I'm not in a good mental place right now, I guess, or physical place.
I don't think
Okay.
any of us are.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to like hang on to my sanity and like help in any way I can at this point. I'm too tired to be angry. I'm too hurt to be hurt.
Word. Too hurt to be hurt. I love it.
My ex.
People think you're saying your ex. They think you just had a bad breakup.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my ex.
You never forget your ex. He's like, I know.
Poor guy is still going on about it. 70 years down.
Such a special ex. I had it so long.
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, you guys. You guys get to the beach. You can role play.
Any sign of Bludgy?
No sign of blood. You don't see blood.
I'm kind of asking Relic too. Like,
Uh,
he came down here.
No, when I came down, there was nobody down here except for those creatures up
He
at the
went
ceiling.
this way, right? Where did he go?
Well, he when we left him, he was walking, so it might be a while before he gets here.
Yeah. Plus, you guys skipped a lot of the dungeon by
That's right. I didn't realize how much we
So
skipped.
I skipped you over out of game. I skipped you over 2 sections. Okay.
The creatures, they don't seem to be coming down or anything, right? Like are they staying up there?
Nope, they're not following you.
Okay.
You passed your trap. They're pissed. They'll wait for somebody else. Because there's tons of heroes always coming through that.
Yeah.
I gotta go
Yeah,
and
I'm
reset
sure.
everything. They're
Can
like
you
dust
fly
in the
up and
sand.
see
They're dust in the
me?
dirt.
Yeah.
Sorry. Did Holgar come out of a hole yet or no?
Yeah, he's with you.
In my water form, Hydro Guard.
Oh, that's right. Right. Okay.
Okay, so you guys
Water's falling. Sorry.
you guys walk up to the beach. You guys walk towards this this chasm is coming up. But as you walk forward, you realize that this chasm is opening up into a much larger one, and it's one where when you get there, you're immediately on a ledge. Okay, and imagine you're in the ledge of like a football stadium size. Okay, you notice that the water that you just left has some sort of passageway underneath you to pour out. So if you were in that football stadium, you would be in the nosebleeds at the top, looking out. Okay, but now get rid of the seats and everything else. It's just sheer cliff all the way around, right?
No seats.
No seats. So no football game, doesn't happen. So
Damn it.
when you look out the ledge, you see water is flying out as if you're looking at like releases on a dam. So water is being released underneath you and is going out and pouring down. I'm going to give you a drawing out here. We're going to put you guys at the bottom one right here. So there's a chasm at all sides. It's hard to look at this and do it on the paper. So now this water is at the bottom. This water is probably about 1,000 feet down and encircles the entire thing as you're seeing it. In here, in the middle is all rock. And in the very center is basically a lake of fire that must come up like 50 feet, 100 feet or something like that. Hard for you to tell. Again, it's like looking down to the 50-yard line and seeing this lake of fire in the middle. Propelled in the middle is that rotating crystal.
Is that crystal yellow as well?
It's red.
It's red. Okay.
So it's like the Eye of Sauron. You're jumping into the eye.
Sure.
Okay.
So in between the water and the fire is rock, like a rocky ground. Is that right?
Yes. This is rock in here.
Okay. And the outer ring is the water, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that water?
Water,
like,
rock, fire.
moving?
What?
Is that water moving?
The water seems to be moving circular. Just follow it. So if you're in it, it'd be like a lazy river moving around the whole thing.
Okay.
Clockwise, counterclockwise, or does it
Those
not
like
matter?
arches. Is
Clockwise.
that where the water's like flowing in? Like
Correct.
those on the. Okay.
And
Yeah,
where
the
are we
water's
standing?
flow-
Okay. Sorry.
That,
We're sitting a bubble that's looking down.
you're
into
far above this. You're 1,000 feet above.
that. Okay.
Is the crystal like above us,
Enveloped
below
into
us,
the fire,
eye level?
and maybe like a hair above it,
So the crystal is below us.
far below you.
Okay. Is it on a pedestal or is it just floating?
The crystal is giant size. The crystal itself is about 100 feet in height, and the crystal is within the fire.
We can
it's
see
like
it.
in the fire.
Yeah.
And are we on like the edge of the water, like looking over? Is that-
So you guys have went up on a beach of like rock, and you walked up, and then you got to a cliff, and you realize the water from the lake behind you is traveling underneath you safely because you're not in any danger right now, and then pouring out into this chasm below you.
Okay.
And as I mentioned, there are 4 other chasms all the way around the whole thing.
Okay.
Well, if the last temple was anything to judge by, when we get close, there'll probably be another elemental waiting for us.
Fire elemental?
That would be my guess.
What if we can now bring the power to the crystal orb? We're closer.
It's possible I could channel it from here. Tony, how far was I the last time from the crystal?
How far?
Yeah,
when
like
you, when you channeled it, you were
Yeah.
within maybe like 50 feet underneath it.
Okay. It's possible I could channel it from here, but it's still pretty far.
What if we...
I might be able to get us down to the rocky plateau that's
You
over
still
there.
have your fly spell active. I think it lasts for a minute. Your fly?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be enough time to get me down there and back, right?
No.
No. So I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even think about that.
Well, I'm water.
Um,
I can just kind of flow down, can I?
I could fly down.
Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah, so one of you can fly. You can carry, obviously, you can carry Botorius, and you can fly. So you guys could get down there right now if you wanted to, if you did it swiftly.
I think we need to get down there to be able to do this.
Let's do it.
Go.
I believe it's. I say we need to go now if we're going to go.
Okay,
I agree. Let's go.
let's go.
You guys make your way down as all your different interesting forms, and you get down to the rock. The rock that is between the outer layer is the water, the middle layer is the rock, and the center of the entire thing is a hole with fire in it, and the crystal is just embedded inside that fire. Crystal's a giant red crystal. You guys land on the rock, and the rock itself feels pretty hot. And as you're on it, the rock begins to move a little bit, and the rock starts to rotate with the water clockwise. And you're probably moving about like 10 miles per hour in a circle around this fire.
Oof. All right,
The rock feels like it's floating in some way.
All right, I'm gonna take one of the empty orbs, and I am going to try and pull the element of fire out of the crystal, like I did with the last one.
Okay, you're not within 50 feet. You're a couple hundred feet away. You make an attempt at this. It's a fail.
Oh, I thought we were closer.
No.
I would have waited until we were closer, Tony. Honestly, I really would have.
Okay.
I thought we were closer.
So you make your way closer to the fire pit instead. Is everybody going with them or staying?
I want to look at the edge of the rock up against the water. Is it like a shore on a beach where like the water flows up kind of?
No, not here. It's cut off.
Is the rock above the water?
It looks like the rock is floating.
And the four chasms. You said they were down here and there's water flowing out of them?
Yes, out of all four.
All right. I say, I think, do you think there might be a way to have the water level rise and raise the rock that we're on above the fire? So
Okay,
we can
so
get to the crystal.
Interesting idea.
this is what you're saying. Since you guys have two completely different things, Holgar is stopping, and Vinny, you were gung ho about it. You leave the group, Relic. You walking forward. The three of you now, since you're all commented, are waiting. Relic, you make your way towards the crystal to channel. As you get close to the edge, all of a sudden, the crystal glimmers, and you see a column of fire come out of the fire and go right for you, and they blast at you. Are you immune?
Fire, yes.
Okay, so it hits you. You just kind of it makes you step back for a second, and then you like brace yourself, and you take it, and then it kind of just finishes, and it's over. No damage done.
All right. At that point, I'll get the orb, and if I'm close, am I close enough now? I don't know. How far am I from this thing?
You are still a couple hundred feet away. Oh, sorry, you're about half that now. You're about 100 and something feet away.
And how much more space do I have in between the rock and the fire pit?
You're thinking that you don't know. Last time to get into the distance that worked last time, you need to be in the fire.
I need to be in the fire. Ugh. I'm not gonna throw myself into lava to go get this. I want to try to get as close as possible without getting into the actual fire itself, I guess.
Okay.
And then try to channel, or try to pull, I should say.
Okay, so your flight is over. You'll have to do another fly if you want to do that.
Oh, I'm saying like by standing on the ground. Like I want to
Oh, you
stay
have to try
on
channel from the edge of the rock.
from the edge of the rock. Correct.
Roll.
What am I adding to that?
If you didn't roll natural 20, it fails.
Oh, okay. That's 18. You know what? I'm gonna do a reroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay.
Going
You
back
do
to
it.
the other group,
I-
the three of you, you're watching what he's doing there. You guys get
Do
scared.
I-
You think he's going to be damaged from the fire. You realize he's immune. And you guys, Holgar is inspecting the outskirts of the rock.
Do I think that I just need to be closer? Like when I channeled, did I feel like I just wasn't
Yes.
pulling enough?
Yes and no. You feel like that's one factor. Let's go over to Holgar and Vistia and Victorious. What are you guys doing?
Is the water still flowing out of the chasms right now?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, maybe there's a way we could increase the water flow out of these chasms.
Ow.
I don't know. I kind of like inspect the ground, the rock around where one of the chasms is. Do I see anything like a lever, a button, anything like that?
No, it's just rock. There's no mechanism
Keyhole?
or anything here.
Keyhole?
No.
A keyhole?
No.
Oh.
Oh.
This isn't Escape the Dungeon.
What are there, 4 of us? Well, there are 4 of us. There are 4 chasms. Maybe we all need to, if each one of us stands in front of a chasm at the same time.
Aren't we moving?
In the shapes of stars?
Oh, yeah. We are moving.
Yeah.
Richard says, couldn't Relic use the Earth Orb to create a ramp to the crystal? He also says, can you use shape water to have the water head that way? That should help from the fans.
If any of us have shape water, do we?
I can't do
I
anything
don't-
with water.
You can't? Okay.
I'm thinking that there's a way that we could raise this ground that we're standing on, but I just have no idea how we might be able to do it. So we're just spinning in a circle?
Yeah.
Man.
Quickly? Not quickly.
I start to
10 miles an hour, not that quick.
Oh, all right.
Faster than
So
you
Fast
can run.
enough.
I start to kind of jog in the direction opposite that the stone is turning
Okay.
to see if I can make it turn faster.
Okay.
So I start kind of running heavy, like I'm trying to push.
So
off the
you have some
ground.
girth to you, like you said, as you said before, and as you're running, you're running your full speed, but you're not running so fast. It looks like you're on a treadmill a little bit.
I'm trying to run heavy-footed so that
Right.
I'm pushing off the ground.
You notice, interesting enough, that you do have effect on this thing. Enough. It seems to be that your guess is immediately, especially being a dwarf and being in mines like that whatever this rock is, it's not that thick. I'm not saying it's paper thick, but it's not like it goes 20 feet, 30 feet down.
And it feels like it's floating.
It feels like it's floating. Yeah. So you are able to make it spin a little bit faster.
I relay that to these guys. It's maybe we can make it spin faster, or even make it stop if we went the other way.
You're making it move?
Well, maybe a little bit.
You
Check
feel
it
like
out. Look, is it going faster? Like a little bit? And I'm
since he
running.
ran, you feel like it's a little faster.
It is.
Yeah.
Let's
Am I able to hear this conversation that they're having over there? or-
Yes, yes, and you're like, what is happening?
So I turn
You
back
can
and I'm
go,
like,
Relic.
my question is if all right, I go back to them to tell them what is occurring with the orb that I feel I need to get closer to
He
it.
fills you in. You know what happened with him. Everybody roleplay.
Well,
Do you
we
think
either
this,
try to make it go faster or we could try to stop it. From what I'm seeing.
when it Tony, it's rotating in the same direction that the water is going, right? Both things are going clockwise.
Yes.
Maybe it's controlling the amount of water that's coming into this pit. Maybe if we
Damien, you can give me a knowledge check. Unfortunately, a D12 because you're exhausted. But you're apparently not exhausted to run or a treadmill.
I got a 7.
plus a 2.
Oh yeah,
Plus your 1. No, plus your 0.
yeah. Plus my nothing.
You get your
A
nothing. As you're running, Damien, you believe you have a thought on this again from all your experience in the mines. Back in Sunken City and such. You believe that this rock is made from much smaller rocks, all grouped up together from the water. Somehow they got pushed together and they're staying together over time. You don't know how much time.
Okay. I'll relay that to the crew here, and I mean, if this rock was kind of pushed together, I'm sure it could be undone, but I don't know. That only seems like it's just going to remove the ground under our feet, literally. We undo that.
I look down at the ground and try to see if I could pick up a rock out of it.
Okay, yeah, you can.
How big is the rock?
You pull like a hand size rock.
Do I look through what's underneath?
There's more rock right there.
Oh, it's rock stacked on top of each other.
Yeah.
I think we have a better chance of making this go faster than we do of slowing it down or stopping it.
But the question is, if we make it go faster, what's going to occur? Is it going to break apart because, as you said, it's stacked rock? Or is it going to control more water from someplace? Or is it going to even create a whirlpool and pull us down?
Yeah, could be any of those things. But it seems like if this was all kind of pooled together, this rock, I think it'll stay together better if we go faster compared to if we try to slow it down or stop it. That might break it up.
Well,
I don't know if we want to break it up.
I don't want to break it up.
I don't think
I
I do
like
either,
being
really.
able to stand on this.
Yeah.
And I think
All of a sudden, you guys see one of the water tubes. Something comes out of it and flies all the way down into the water, and it's a person. They land and they come on out, and you see him climb on it. And you see it's Bludgy, and Bludgy's face is burned badly, about half his face, and his armor is all singed, and you see his arm is all badly burned. He climbs up onto the rock and just kind of lays there.
I walk over to him. Bludgy,
Same.
Yeah, me too.
all right.
APB giant.
Okay. I walk over to Botorius and I say, he's reminding me why I killed him in the first place.
Well, let's just try to stay civil here. Let's try to get out of this.
Relic,
So
what do you want to do?
I defer back to Botorius. I would not be opposed to attempting to make this move faster to see what occurs.
Yeah, I think if we all start running.
But we all need to work together to do it. I don't think one of us or two of us will be able to accomplish what you suggest.
All right.
Bludgy gets up and like walks over. Just kind of stands there. He looks like a wreck. It looks like he got really messed up.
What happened to you?
I made my way through the dungeon.
You trying to get killed?
No, just doing things my way.
What's your way?
Not trusting any one of you fools, just getting here my own.
And how did that work out for you?
I'm here with you, am I?
Little worse for wear, I would say.
What's your next move, Bludgy?
What the hell is this place?
We're standing on a platform that is rotating around the fire that is floating above the water. We feel that if we rotate the platform faster, it might either raise or lower us. So we were going to try that next. The question is, are you with us? Or are you going to continue on your own?
I'm with you. We're here. So let's do this.
Bludgy, whatever you think about us is fine, but just know that we can't do this without you. I wouldn't want to do this without you, whatever you think about me. And I hate to see you this way.
Let's just do this and get it done with, Princess.
All right, so I guess we start moving as a team.
Here's the
Trying to
idea.
push the rock.
Everybody go this way.
What are you all doing? Why are you pushing the rock?
We're trying to see if it'll raise and or lower the platform.
The rock is already in the water. It's not going to raise it. Don't you get it? It's already in the water. What
All
are you
right, so what's
expecting
your
out?
idea?
What are you trying to do? What's the goal?
We need to
Trying-
get closer to the crystal.
We're trying to raise the ground above the fire pit to get to the crystal.
You
Possibly
want to
have the
raise the
water.
ground above the fire pit so the ground falls into the middle?
What about getting the water into the center and putting out the fire?
That's what I think you need to do. You need to get the water up. So therefore, you need more rocks.
More rocks? Why more rocks?
To make the rock sink?
You have to put more rocks in the water. Raise it up.
Raise the
we wanna
level
raise-
of the water so that it flows over the rock and into the fire pit.
This rock is just like below a sunken city.
I see what he's saying.
All
If we
the- all
create
these
more
rocks are
rock,
just- all these rocks are just accumulated here. That's all
if
it
we
is.
create more rock in the water, it'll cause the platform to float higher. The water level will raise.
Yeah. You want to keep the platform so you're somewhere to stand. I ain't flying out of here. So hopefully that stays as much as it can. But yeah, you want to raise the water. And I guess the water will knock out the fire. And then you get close enough to get to the crystal, I guess. And
So where is there more rock? Above us?
shoot some lightning or something. Well, use your magic and hit the
Relax.
walls.
I'll.
There's rock all
relax.
around us. You idiot.
I am going to use the. I'm going to use the what's it called, the orb again.
Okay.
I'm gonna use the earth orb,
Okay.
and then just I guess create rock from the side of the cavern into the water, like, you know what I mean, like,
You're gonna create rock within the water.
yeah,
Okay.
either from the cavern walls or the floor or something.
Okay. So to do this, to do it, is it much you need to do? I'm gonna take 5 will from you. And when you do it, you see the crystal earth dims down to like half. And you start creating the rock. Looks like you're in a map editor, just building the rock around with the light of the orb. And you see the water starts immediately raising up, and the platform rock starts falling in, and you guys start going towards the center.
Hold on.
Am I still water?
No, you only have water for a minute, unless you didn't declare any sort of mental endurance to elongate it, which you could have. But as of right now, you're back to human half giant form.
Okay.
So the ground below you is now probably about a foot over the ledge into the middle, and you see the water is going in, and all the rocks are starting to pour in into the center.
Am I close enough to the crystal now? Do I think I'm close enough to the crystal?
No, you're not any closer to the crystal.
Oh, I thought doesn't the platform?
The platform
missing-
is very weak, and the platform is going over and just falling into the hole and going down.
Oh,
Yeah, so you guys are moving towards the center into the fire, but as the water is knocking out some of the fire. But your immediate problem is the fact that you're getting sucked into the center. What do you want to do?
I step back towards the other edge.
Okay, so you guys just start stepping backwards, but the platform is going in. It's only so far back you can go, but the water is driving all the rocks into the center.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Wait till the last second and then jump into the water.
I hover over.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till the last second to act as well.
Okay, you guys wait to the last second of the rock. So basically, all the rock has gone into the hole. The water is pouring in, and
Does it look like the rock is reforming at all in the center?
it's just going down into like darkness, into some kind of like abyssal hole.
Oh crap!
You guys now you've waited to the last second. You must make a decision now. I'll let Relic you go first. 6 seconds.
I'm gonna cast fly on myself again.
You cast fly. He flies up in the air. Holgar, you're next. 6 seconds.
Boy.
This is not good.
I jump backwards, away from the fire.
Okay, so you jump into the water.
Yeah.
So what you jump into the water, you delay yourself by 1 round, but the water's all going over the edge. Botorius, 6 seconds.
I jump into the water.
Delay 1 round. Abyssia, you're flying up. So what do you want to
I'm
do?
hovering, yeah. I'm hovering over where Bo and Hogar are in case they need me to catch them.
They're both in the
That's the
water,
next
and they're
one.
both going towards the ledge. It's like going towards a waterfall.
Where's
Yeah, where's Budgie?
yeah?
Bludgy. Let me roll for him. Bludgy jumps into the water a little bit earlier than everybody else, and you see him go underneath, and you don't see him again, at least not yet.
Underneath the water?
Yeah.
Okay, I scream to Relic. Relic, can you grab Hogar?
I got him.
I grab Botorius.
Okay.
I'm hovering with them.
Okay. So
We're looking for Bludgy. We're gonna see if he surfaces.
you pick everybody up. You're waiting. 6 seconds pass. 12 seconds pass.
I have to fly Hogar up to one of the ledges. Is there any platforms? There's nothing here to like land on, right?
There would be if you had the edge where the hole begins to the fire, but now that's being overrun by water. So you would have to fly him up top.
Up to the chasm where we came from?
Yeah.
I have
18
to bring him up.
seconds.
I have to bring him up.
Okay, you're able to just get up there and end your spell. Abyssia. And basically, you do get tired too, so you
Yeah,
can't do it
I'll bring
forever.
Botorius up. I'll
Okay,
meet the
you
same
guys-
place.
You guys go to the top. If Bludgy does come up, you're unable to see him. You're too far away, or you guys were not looking for the last minute, so you don't know if you're tracking him or not. You guys make your way to the top. You see the water is basically overflowing right now. It's pouring in. The outskirts of the fire have been diminished. The fire is still burning somewhat in the center, but most of it is diminished on the outskirts.
So if we landed where the fire is diminished, how close would we be to the crystal?
But you can't land there because it's
There's
just
nothing to land
hole.
on.
Just a
It's just
hole.
okay, and the crystal's just floating.
Yes.
I see.
Is the water still like cascading into the fire, or
The water's cascading into the fire continuously. Yes.
does it look like it's putting any of it out in the middle?
In the middle, no. And so far, only about like 4 or 5 minutes of the water rushing in has passed.
And there's no sign of Bludgy. Crap.
Yeah, especially that you guys weren't even looking for the last minute. You don't know if he came up, came down, surfaced, not surfaced, never came up. You have no idea.
Can you touch this crystal? Maybe you should just land right on it.
Question is, do we want to? Is it like the?
Yeah, I don't know if you can touch it. I don't know.
How
I don't
far,
know either.
How wide are the flames engulfing the crystal? Is it more than 50 feet on either around the area?
Now it's probably about 50 feet to the side. It used to be more. And the crystal is poking up out of the top past the fire, but the heat would be excruciating. Minute passes.
So the fire is like really tall, like it's going up most of the crystal.
Yes. And the crystal's like half submerged too in the hole.
Okay.
2 minutes pass.
I need to get close to that crystal to be able to channel it.
All of a
I don't
sudden,
have
you see
much-
the water in the middle rise up and even out.
Even out with
Fire
what?
the fire extinguishes.
Totally.
The fire around the crystal extinguishes, and the red crystal is just kind of floating there, half in the water, half not.
Okay, Relic, what if I take you
There you
now?
go.
Well,
What if I take
let's.
you now close?
We could do that. I would like to be able to land there somehow, but are the rocks like reforming around it as the water's spinning at all?
The rock is coming up out of the center. Some of it is.
See if you could find Bludgy. Fly around and see if you could find him.
Okay.
Let us wait for the rock to reform, and it'll be a lot easier.
Okay. So I fly down to check everything out. See if I
Okay.
could see where Bludgy is.
You fly down to the area. As you get close to the crystal, you see floating on some rocks is Bludgy, and he's just like holding on to them as it surfaced.
So I fly down near him. I say, "Come on." I offer my hand.
You fly down to him. He gives you his hand. All of a sudden, as you takes your hand, all the water in the center
Mm-hmm.
drops in an instant. He holds you down. You go flying down with the pull of the suction and the weight of his body. And we're now going to go to the point of view of everyone else at the top. You see her grab Bludgy. The water drops out. Bludgy and her go flying down. And all of a sudden, you see red light in the center. And comes crawling out is this large, probably like 100-foot red demon. And just yells like, "Ah," and spits fire. As he does that, the crystal, as you saw, but you didn't realize the crystal was almost like slowing down and becoming less bright. And as he does that, the crystal empowers again with the fire being received and starts to spin once again. He immediately looks around like he's like upset and mad and enraged. And that is where we're going to stop for today. Guys, thank you so much. That was season 2, episode 7, Elements of the Mind. And we ended last time on the Earth Elemental. This time we end on the Fire Elemental. So this will be a fun one. And yeah, what happened to Abyssia and Bludgy? That's an interesting one. They're probably burnt to a crisp. Brooke, please mail your character sheet into
You're not getting
Studios, located in Staten Island, New York.
Never.
We look forward to your mail. Guys, thank you for watching today. Please like this video. Please share it out with any other friends. And if you got any friends that don't know about Audio Dungeon, get them on the roller coaster that is Audio Dungeon, the emotional roller coaster that Brooke rides every day.
Make sure they have insurance.
What?
Make sure they have insurance.
Yes, make sure you have insurance. Your hard insurance, because it'll be
Medical insurance.
medical insurance. And yeah, so guys, don't go anywhere, because we're going to take a 3-minute break and we're going to come back for our after show dungeon talk, and we're going to unravel everything in the show and what's going on. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So this is a ride. We're getting very close to the end of the season that we just finished, episode 7. That means that there is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 episodes left until the end of this amazing story. What the heck is going to happen? We're going to find out soon. At least we'll talk about it in a little bit. Guys, thank you very much. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew for Audio Dungeon. Thank you to our Patreon members. Thank you to everyone who donated today. We appreciate you. Thank you to our fans for watching, helping out, giving your advice. As always, appreciated. And we'll see you in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, guys. Thanks a lot.
Yo, yo.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I don't know if we're actually on right now. We are on. Okay, good. I didn't think we were. Good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dungeon Talk. This is the show after Audio Dungeon. We are a tabletop show. If you're not familiar, we just had our episode. It was season 2, episode 7, Elements of the Mind. And this whole entire story is an epic story told over a few years, and it's called The Celestial War. You can check that out and find that on YouTube and watch all the way through. And you can check our most recent episodes here on Facebook, and you can watch us also on Twitch. So please follow and subscribe to any one of those platforms. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew and our Patreon super fans that are hanging out with us today. And we're going to unravel this interesting episode. This is fun. One of our fans last week was asking about, Derek, was asking about where this stuff comes from, if I thought I came of it from Zelda and such. But my childhood was full of games that all had the elements in it. Even Dungeons and Dragons, obviously, that has its own stories for, using the elements. So it's a kind of a classic story that or a classic puzzle and adventure that I like to tell. And I've done it a few times, but not like the classic style that we're doing right now, which I enjoy. So let's go to Scro. Scro, this episode was called Elements of the Mind. Can you take us into the amazing, deep meaning of this title?
Well, the depth can only be truly known by exploring all the aspects of the elements which we were supposed to find today, like fire and earth and water and wind, which we found several, but not all of them today. So there's that. Plus, there's the elements of the mind as far as our inner conflict that we must struggle with, like Botorius's such sadness over the loss of his weapon, and rage and anger at the situation of it, and confusion and so much, and he's not even sure he's happy to be alive, but I suppose he's happy he's not alone. That's one thing,
Right.
But that's about it as far as things he has to be happy for. And the elements, they're all out there. They're all in space.
Right. You also have Bludgy, who's obviously going through a lot of stuff, the elements of his mind. I mean, he's not in a good place right now, and he feels like he's just wasting his time, and doesn't really have much faith in his allies, and doesn't have much faith in his quest. And the last thing that he went through with killing his father, is obviously is still affecting him. That was not that long ago. That was a very, very, very short time ago. So it is a lot of stuff of, obviously, like you said, going through the mind of Dragano, and then everybody's mental state right now. And so let's talk about Torres. Let's talk about you first. You do seem like you are kind of lost. You feel for the first time in the quest, you feel like you're just an anchor being dragged a bit, because I feel like you don't know what to do, and you wouldn't know what to do, because it's not like you can go home and rest. And it's not like you can stay behind and recuperate. There's literally almost nothing you can do right here. This place is a place of the mind, and it physically is exhausting. And because of the mental power of Dragano, there's no resting for physical mind or your physical state or of your mental state. So do you truly feel kind of just lost? Or
absolutely. He's not only feels I feel he's helpless in a lot of ways, because especially without his axe, it's like kind of was like his one awesome thing, his weapon, his one thing that he could use to try to help everybody. And now that he doesn't even have a proper weapon, and on top of that he feels, like you said, he feels terrible. He's completely drained. He's got no energy, no strength. He might as well be like, sick in bed and just unable to move practically, so he's just, it's a bad situation. And and that he definitely feels a little bit bad that like he can barely sort of collaborate or contribute to a lot of the situation, but that's it. He's like stuck, and because of what happened last time when he was like possessed, he's just even more in a position of just vulnerability, So
It's crazy. So why is Vinny this way? Why did Vinny do that to you? Why is he so mean? What happened?
well, he's not a very creative person, so
Yep.
he looked at his thing and said, "Oh, I could do this. Let me just do that, and that'll fix everything." Yeah, he's holding his own weapon to his throat, so obviously disintegrate the weapon. That's the solution, as far as I get it.
Vin, anything you want to say?
Nope. But
Yeah,
thank you for the act.
Relic's very, I don't know, selfish. I know he said he was doing it for my benefit. However, I don't know.
Gotcha. Let's go over to Dan. Dan, how are you enjoying this dungeon crawl? This is, like I was saying before, this is, for me at least, I don't know how it comes across to you. I'd be curious to see what your perspective is. Does this feel like a classic themed dungeon crawl to you? Or obviously mixed in with the whole Dragano thing, so it's not that old school because it has that huge twist. But does it? How do you like this adventure? How does it affecting you? What do you? Does it feel like an old school kind of dungeon crawl, or how do you see it?
I like this episode. I think this might be my favorite episode of the season. Because I was just thinking today how like everything we've been doing is very like I don't know what the word is, but it's like
Mental?
I mean, like I want to say high stakes, but everything we're doing is high stakes. But like like we ran into those guys who could just like will us out of existence at the snap of their fingers, and like, if we didn't act immediately, we were gonna be done. And now it's like, oh, we're running into a puzzle. Like, oh, we're fighting gargoyles. Like, I like doing this stuff. I like where it's like, okay, here's a situation. Let me take a look at my sheet. Like, if I make the wrong decision, I may get hurt. I may regret it. But it's not like, I'm gonna die immediately. So it's fun. I enjoy stuff like this.
Gotcha. And Brooke, what about you? Because obviously you're. I mean, we say you're a new player, but you're turning into a regular player. And does this feel like a classic run for you? Is this, or how does this feel as perhaps your first true dungeon crawl a bit?
Yeah, this definitely feels like my first true dungeon crawl. And I like it. I like how it's you have to act, or there's really not much time for holding.
No.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Is that a jab at me? Is that a jab at me?
No.
If you say the word hold, Davian will freak out now.
No jabs. No jabs.
Yeah. So like as dungeon crawls go, like it isn't like a regular dungeon crawl, as like ones have, but like this is one with the classic themes. You got, I would say the other ones you've had, like the desert dungeon in season 2. That was, you had a couple of puzzles, and then
One
maybe
with the key.
Which one?
The key, the wooden key.
Right. You've had a few here and there. That was a fun one. That was a true dungeon crawl. Yeah, a short one, but that was absolutely
That was cool. Yeah, I feel like we've done them before, but like in sections, not like something. This
Right.
It's like it's just never friggin' ending.
Right. You also had, which was actually a dungeon. Also, you guys had the Necromancer's Temple. When you got caught in the wall, like you guys were traversing that terrain down there, and that was kind of a little bit of a dungeon crawl as well.
That's what I was just thinking of when Abyssia almost got like chopped in half by the wall that she was crawling through.
Yeah, that was fun.
Right.
No.
Yeah. So you've had moments. The Walking Tower was a really one. Maybe a little bit of Walking Tower was one. Yeah.
The cages, does that count?
Oh, that was a desert dungeon with the cages. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that definitely was one. And you had the one in Arcane City. You had the other collector's dungeon.
Right.
That was
With the reverse gravity room.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Well,
That was another one.
that was a different one. That was another one with the reverse gravity. Yeah, the ones with the guys on the sticks, the stick figure guys, the bartender.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That was cool.
That was a cool
Yeah.
one too.
The
yeah.
play.
Yeah, they pop up here and there, and they're always fun. I like doing those the most. But how we play, like everyone's strengths are role playing. That I find that I stick with the story a lot more and let you guys go through the story. But the dungeons are always a classic, fun thing to do. So you guys are inching closer, hopefully, to your goal. You need to get this orb of fire. You don't know where Findalar is, so that's a down. And you guys are getting more exhausted. I'm sure the fans are curious. How exhausted on points are you guys? Because if it comes down to a point where you're like Skrull, when you're all zeros, there's not much you can do. How close are you guys to that point?
Pretty close.
Getting there.
Yeah, my will is just about all gone, and my talent is about halfway gone. But everything else, I mean, there's not much to speak of in agility. I don't have much in constitution or knowledge. But I'm okay in strength, survival, and combat. So,
I'm
Getting
okay.
there.
Oh, sorry.
getting there.
I'm okay in talent for now. Survival and combat. Will. I have 8 left in will.
Yes, you have a little bit, and it's tough. It's tough because you guys are trying to manifest. It's only natural 20s to this point, so it's tough. It'd be amazing if they go through, but it's tough. You could sit there, just throw all your manifests and just try to manifest one of the crystals to you, but you literally have to roll every time, use all your rerolls, and just pray for the natural 20.
But it really, I really feel like it's a like it's a real hero moment, having all these numbers down and knowing that that's it, and
Oh, you feeling the epicness of it? You feel like
Yeah.
the movie, yeah. It does feel that way because if you guys are going to come out of this, it's going to be probably at the last points you got left, and how many elementals can you keep fighting? How many can you keep going against? Because you guys Bludgy got hurt pretty bad. Wexel is keeping the crystals hidden, the Earth crystal hidden inside in the middle, and how long will you be able to last? And I don't know. I truly don't know. And that's obviously that is the trap, or the quicksand trap of this level, is what happens when everybody runs out. You turn into Mogladan. What happened to him? He was zapped out of almost all his power, and you guys came along, and that was his last ditch effort to stay alive. Perhaps you'll be trapped like he was, and the quest ends with you guys just being trapped, so close to the last realm. So what happens? Let's do it. Let's do a what if to anybody. What happens if all of the heroes become exhausted? They fall to the realm. No energy left. What do you do?
My question is, if Megalodon had an orb with power in it, why didn't he use the power from the orb to replenish his powers?
Well, that what do you call it? Vin tried to do that, and he couldn't. He couldn't turn the power of the orb into his own power, into into rejuvenation. It couldn't be done.
Oh.
But he was able to take it from another person.
That's what I was just going to say.
Right.
That could be where we're going.
It may come to that.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh boy.
Tell us what you're thinking, Dan. I want to be inside your brain for a second. Go ahead.
No, I'm thinking like if we're all exhausted, then we can't. Obviously, we can't like sacrifice our points to another player because there's no points to be sacrificed or exchanged from one player to another.
Right.
So then we're going to be doing exactly what he did. Just waiting here until somebody else comes through and try to drain them of their power.
Right. So if you get to the point where you're, let's say that, which is very interesting to me, we get to a point where everyone is zeros. Maybe a couple people have one, right? So everyone basically has zeros in their abilities. I mean, you soldier on, or you don't. You know, you try to go on, but I mean, every time you do a roll, it's a D12. You know, it's going to be tricky.
Oh, did he just opt not to do that?
So he's very cerebral.
Yeah.
So he waited. So he literally just waited. He was there for an extremely long time.
How long was he there for?
Easily centuries.
Wow.
Yeah, and you'll find more evidence of his journey as you go. You'll learn more about that. But yeah. So he basically was just trapped in there. Yeah, with you know, because of how smart they are and patient they are and such. He obviously didn't allow himself to go down to zero. But there's a point where he's like, I'm so exhausted. He's like, every day it's like you go more tired. You're trapped out in the woods. What do? You start looking for food, or you try to get over the next mountain. And then every time you go over the next mountain, you realize you're just getting more tired and more tired. But in this scenario, you can't rest. And if you eat food, it doesn't rejuvenate you. So it's like, what do you do after a while? There's not many options. He got the orbs, and he was able to retrieve the Earth orb. But you also don't know if he had more. He could have had more, could have used them. And then you found him in the last state with all of them empty, except for one, which was Earth. He could have made an attempt, perhaps, that you don't know about. Maybe we'll find out more about that.
Why couldn't he just take a long rest?
You can't take a long rest.
That realm.
Yeah. So you can't. You try to rest mentally or physically, and your body doesn't act the same because you're at the victim. You're at like the mercy of the immortal. So once you get tired in this realm, your muscles never recover. Your body doesn't recover. And mentally, you can't rest or sleep because you hear whenever you try to go to sleep, you start hearing Dragano. It's like an endless nightmare that keeps going. You're a victim to his mind. So there's no rest of any type. The only way you'll recover is if you leave this realm. That's one of the reasons why I told you guys last week, and I put an Easter egg in here that you could figure your way out of this realm pretty fast.
Yeah, I was trying to figure it out.
Free to go back and come, like, free to come and go? Like, leave, rest, come back?
No, an Easter egg to go straight to the last board, like warp to the last board.
Oh.
And you don't, and it's a little bit of catch-22. Remember, you guys only got to the center quickly of this realm because Moglodan wanted you guys to be there because he wanted to take from you. So it's almost like you're in this group of levels, whatever it is. He brought you to the most powerful center of it. He brought you in. Otherwise, you'd be lost in the dungeons for a while. So if you were trying to escape, go out, you would have to figure your way back in, which would be a nightmare.
And there was an Easter egg last week in how to get forward this week.
There's an Easter egg in this entire level.
Right.
Figure out the special thing, and it gets you into the last thing.
Have we seen it?
I'm not going to reveal if it's a thing, an idea, a place, if you've seen it, used it, or not. It's just something that if I was a player, I would go, oh, if I could do this, if I could do that, this might work, and if it does, then I would expedite myself through. Everybody's quiet thinking.
I have no idea.
Let's go. It's
Yeah,
not
no.
some. Remember, well, I'll give you. I'll tease a hint. I'll tease hint you. What do I keep telling you guys to do since the beginning of this season, being in Dragano?
Think outside the box.
Okay, 100%. What else?
To remember that. Well, I know Rexel's been saying, like, it's crazy because it's real, but it's not real. But it's real.
Right. It's both those things. It's like it's the possible world we live in right now. Is it real or not real? We don't know. Same thing there. But what do I keep telling you? And I tell you in the after shows too. What do I keep telling you guys? Feel free, fans, to jump in. What do I keep telling them? Nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. She's a bass.
Oh, God.
I'm terrible at this game.
Oh my God, it's a game of memory, Damien. What do I keep telling you guys? What happened when you guys went into the first realm? You went into the realm of fear, and you faced some things, and you had some questions. You were a little rattled, but nothing too bad. When you guys went to in the episode of the fortress, that was the episode where you guys were just stunned and you stared at the screens blankly for most of the episode. Especially when you met the guy, he had a bike, and the bike confused everybody's brain and everything else. And then we had an after show. And what did I tell you in the after show that you should be doing? I said, going forward, you're going to need to do this. It's a real easy thing. It's a real obvious thing.
Look at our character sheets.
Bingo! Look at your character sheets. Think about that. Look at your character sheets.
My character sheet every week.
That's good. That's great.
All the time.
So maybe the answer is somewhere in one of the character sheets. And of course, it's not going to be like, oh, here's the answer. You're going to have to use some clever thinking, of course.
So it's not on the character sheet then.
Maybe it is and it isn't.
Oh, Lord.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. So that's that. What are you guys thinking about the fifth orb? Wexel said he'll worry about the fifth orb.
That was nice of him.
Wow, guys.
Thanks for taking care of that, man.
Best Dungeon Talk ever.
I mean, well, this is elements of the mind, so elements of the mind. We're all in our minds right now. We're all in our heads.
If that's the case, this is scary then, because there's not much in the mind. By looking at Dungeon Talk, we're not talking that much.
Oh, man. It's our worst nightmare, looking into our minds.
And finding nothing. I mean, my cooking ability seems pretty powerful, and it's in my survival column, so I'm thinking maybe the way to, what did they say? The way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Yes.
Is that it? I have to cook for this guy.
All you had to do was make a sandwich for Tony.
Yes. Perfect. That's it. I told you day one. Make me a sandwich, and Dragano
Oh
will
my
go away.
god. He'll be gone.
But Brooke, did I ever get that sandwich? No.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope, can't do it.
Episode 12. I better get a sandwich.
Eh.
Okay. Well, then when
We'll
you
see.
ask me if you're alive on episode 12, I'm gonna go. Nah.
Am I technically even alive now? Who knows?
Your hit points on episode 12 are going to be equal to the amount of sandwich that I've eaten.
Oh lord. I better stretch him out then. Oh man.
So we're getting close. You traveled through this whole time. Now you have different levels. Actually, this guy's before. What is your? Let's do it from playability. What's the level you've been enjoying the most as a player, and what is the level that you're like, oh my god, we're gonna die the most, like you're afraid of?
I like this level the most because it's more like, I don't know, like I said before, like classic stuff. That's why I stayed behind to fight the gargoyles, because like that's what I wanted to just keep going back like round by round, taking my attacks, take my damage, take my attacks, I feel like I haven't done that in a long time. I'd like to do that. And the thing I fear the most is the last realm that we left, because like I honestly felt like when we avoided those guys and just like left and was like, yeah, whatever, we'll deal with them later after we deal with Dragano. Like, I really felt like we can't do anything. Like, we can try to talk to these guys, or like we could try to fight them, but like if we do one thing wrong, if we take one step in the wrong direction, like they can just blink us out of existence, just blink us out of all time. So that was like way intimidating, and I don't know like how we're gonna face these guys when we come back, but like I liked this week because of because I could look at my character sheet and you're like, okay, we're in different situations. I could use different skills. Maybe I could just attack. So this is like the kind of stuff I would rather be doing.
Yeah, it's definitely more fun to go through it and test yourself against the dungeons and not face omnipotent beings.
Right.
And that that's what it is in the quest, or I guess in life or in any adventure. You're going to have times when you're completely outmatched, and you're going to have times like in the first realm when you guys completely outmatch them, and that's just how it works out. Or even Raven. If Raven was fighting somebody different, it would have been a very different battle. But Raven fought Relic, and Relic on Raven is a landslide victory. It's just Raven running around.
Yeah.
Brooke, what about you?
Which season do I like the best?
No, not season. Which dungeon are you enjoying the most, and which dungeon has you just freaked out?
Oh, which dungeon like that we're in right now?
I'm sorry, which realm in Dragano?
Oh, okay. The realm that had me freaked out the most was the one with Hensho. I didn't like that.
Oh.
With the house and the Hensho, yeah, I didn't like that. I was very...
You're talking about last season?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
and that was you in remember I told you guys that you guys skipped like a whole realm? Mm-hmm. That was kind of like where you were in that realm that was skipped, where it's just like hopelessness and kind of lost and everything else, and you were in those outer limits of the crystal. And
by myself.
Yeah, by yourself for a very long time.
That sucked.
Yeah,
that was the one I least liked, and I am enjoying this one. It sucks that Finn is age 100 years and Scro doesn't have any of his stats and stuff, but it kind of feels like we're together again in a way. I like that we're together. And it's like, even though it's not clear cut on what we have to do, we kind of have direction. So I
Right.
feel, kind of structured a little bit in that way, which I like. And again, I like how it's like the fast pace of it. Like to do or die. I mean, usually always it is to a point, but like, you gotta go through the holes where the lava's coming. Like that's it.
Right.
You gotta do or die all the time. So
Sammy, what about you? Oh, sorry,
I-
go.
No, my IBS doesn't like it, but I'm really digging it.
Damien, what about you?
I think as far as realm wise, I think I don't know. It's one of the first two. I mean, I definitely like the first one. I feel like we were talking about this last time, 2 weeks ago, I guess, on Dungeon Talk. But either the first one or the second one with the city. And then my least favorite, I mean, probably that last one where I had no control over what was going on and all the terrible things happened to me. Or the one that we haven't gotten to yet, where I still won't know what to do, and and we lose the quest.
It's gonna be wild. Imagine you guys go forward and you get to the last thing and you all just die and lose.
Yeah, that
imagine?
would.
First time?
Oh my god.
When you guys see if you guys, hopefully you get there. I think you will. But when you guys see how the final fight is designed, I think it's going to be. I think you're gonna. The battle is going to make you fearful, but you're going to enjoy the way that it's fought. I believe
It's gonna be different.
it's going to have some different factors that make it very interesting and fun, and it just adds a nice dynamic to the fight. And it's you're not going to. No matter what you think about how the fight's going to go down, you're not going to be ready for the style of fight it's going to be.
Nice.
It's going to be. I'm literally going to show up each of your houses and slap you guys in the face. If I slap you, you die. So Dan's going to be there, and you're going to hear a doorbell. Jen's going to go to the door. He's like, "Don't let him in! Don't let him in!" I just have something to tell you. And then I slap you, and I said, "Dragano slaps you and kills you." Let's talk. I'm just being stupid. Let's talk about Bludgy.
Poor Bludgy.
Poor Bludgy, isn't it? Dan,
Yes
would you
and
agree?
no. I don't really care.
No, you don't. I think Dan was starting to feel bad. Now Dan is feeling like whatever, Bludgy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely tried to like apologize to him, and she'd be like, "All right, listen, hey, I'm listening to you. I'm acknowledging you," and he didn't care. So I said, "Okay, I told you what I came here to tell you. I did what I came here to do." And I also said, "Listen, don't go without us, or you're gonna die." No, I'm gonna go anyway. Okay. Like I'm, not gonna, fight these battles anymore when they're kind of like completely pointless. So I can't control what Bludgy does. I'll just go and I'll tell him what I need to tell him, and he could either take it or leave it. And he left it. So
What do you think? So if you were Bludgy's therapist, what do you think Bludgy needs?
I mean, he made it clear that I'm not his therapist. So
Right. Right.
I would refer him to someone else.
I give a referral. Go see my friend Carl Linger. He'll help you.
oh, Linger.
But if you were analyzing Bludgy out of game, what do you think he needs?
A good kick in the ass.
No, he needs I don't know, some kind of emotional therapy.
He's been through a lot, right? Besides coming back from the dead, killing his father, and feeling that you guys are just not using your brain. Even when he came back, he's just looking at the situation, and he's just like, What are you doing? What's the point of what you're trying to do?
I think
Okay.
that I don't know. Botorius doesn't see him as smart enough to be taking his advice on what he thinks we should be doing. It's like, it's real easy for him to look at us and be like, "Oh, you guys are stupid. You're not doing the right thing," and it's like, "Well, look at you. You're a mess."
Yeah. I mean, I think when he says these things, he has a point, but it's not like we're doing the things that we're doing for absolutely no reason,
Right. And he's a complicated person, so he's reacting the way he reacts because of the way he grew up and everything else. So think about this, something you guys may not have considered. Is there something you can do, I'll say do or say, that solves an arc for Bludgy? And I'll answer for you. The answer would be yes.
Something we could say?
Something you could, I'll say or do, so that it's anything.
So there's one or the other or both?
Either. Yeah, it's one. I'm just saying it's anything. Something. Just out of game, just for the fun, just so you know. It's when Bludgy comes at you with all these different things. He's reacting to what he's seeing, and the character is just going to keep reacting to you. If he sees things that are, outside of what he thinks is correct or doesn't follow his own beliefs, he's going to keep reacting to you. Is there? The question is so. But there is a thing. There is an arc he has there, but he may not get to reach that arc. The only way he'll get there is if you guys get him there.
What, do we have to have a conversation with him?
I'm not gonna say what it is. Imagine if you had a person in your life, a friend, or I'll say a coworker, but imagine you're on this journey for real, and you have this person for real with you, and you're not making any good communication with him.
I think he's not having good communication with us.
Right. I'm saying you're not having it with each other, but yes, he's obviously just mad, and it's just getting worse because he's seeing things that he believes is stupid, and it's now like three things in a row. He's just like, we're wasting our time. He feels his morale is miserable and maybe even hopeless at this point.
What about if we put him in charge of everything?
I don't know.
I could just tell him that I killed his brother. That should brighten his mood.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Please don't. I think that would be a good idea.
Something to think about. Is there a thing you can do or say that would solve a bloody situation, or at least put the train right on the rails?
I've tried to speak to him. He doesn't seem to be interested in speaking to me.
Do you think that's the way he communicates?
No.
Then that's why you didn't get any progress.
But it seems like with him, everything is, I don't know, like, I guess for lack of a better phrase, like a challenge, Like, you guys aren't doing this, you guys should do this. Mm-hmm. And I don't see what would, kind of gain his respect. It's only like I think the only thing that would get his respect is if, you do things exactly the way that he would do them. Because even if, you set out to accomplish a goal, and you do it a different way, it's not like he's going to turn around and say, oh, wow, yeah, I guess that worked. He's still going to be mad at you for not doing things the way he wanted to do them. He's still going to be pissed off at you for, making it more difficult in his eyes. So I have no idea what he would respond to.
Yeah, and so far you were talking with him very logically and very supportive like that. He doesn't know any of that.
He doesn't care. Yeah.
That's so foreign to him. It's just the fakest thing he can think of. It's just that it doesn't even register to him. He's just like, what are you doing?
The only thing that I noticed about him is like when he acted differently is when he was around his father. Like,
what did he do?
Your role playing of him, like he was like when his father would talk, he would kind of like look away or like look at the ground, or like stuff that you could tell he would kind of have a negative reaction to if it were anyone else. When it was his father, he was like all of a sudden he was like he lost his courage,
Right. It's almost like he was turning into the kid a little bit, with his father.
Right.
So I mean, you can imagine his relationship with his father, and if you think about if he's been a plus, there's all these elements there. This is like almost like a fun side challenge. It's like if you wanted to, this is a character that's with you, and if you wanted to
use our last wish to set him free,
if you want to complete this character's arc, you could, and you would see a different Bludgy. But you got to do it. It's not the easy thing where he's missing something and you give it to him and it's over, or it's tell him the right thing and it's apology, saying to him you're sorry to him. It means nothing to him.
Mm-hmm.
It means nothing. Okay, yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not a negative, but it's not really a positive. It's like a step in a neutral direction for him. It's like, okay, so who cares? Talk is cheap, and I don't even, he doesn't even know how to communicate that way because he never had that in his life.
I feel like he has to, although I feel like Tom would excel in this question, but I feel like he has to know that he outsmarted like someone that thinks he has the upper hand.
So to run with that, do you feel like he's, every time he says something stupid, do you feel like he's gloating about like how he would have done it better, or he just feels like he did something stupid?
When he says that we did something stupid?
If anybody says like that was stupid, do you feel like he's trying to gloat?
No.
Like he do something better?
I don't think it's a matter of gloating. I think it's almost like he has the way that he views things. It's like very like laser beam schematic kind of like technical way of doing it. Like he doesn't let his emotions get involved. So it's very like,
okay, that's you chimed the bell there.
Yeah.
He's had to deal with putting his emotions to the side for so long and just get a job done, so he can turn them off and just do it. Whatever the hard choice is, he'll just do it. Like he's in like war, he's a good soldier that way. He's like, okay, I have to do this. What's next? This is what it is. What did he go through? What did he go through before when he first came back into the story? What did he go through? If you
He died.
He died. He came back. When he came back, what did he go through? With everybody. It seems so long ago, right? All that stuff with Rob. It seems so long ago.
he had to, it's almost as though he had to like look within all the opportunities coming to him where his next stable ground would be to jump to get up and up and up and up.
Correct.
So he would be at a level where he could be himself again.
He wanted to be himself again, but what was the biggest threat to him that he was dealing with? Remember what he was going through in the very beginning?
He was disappearing.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And when he came back, he had to kind of deal with the fact that like nobody gave a crap that he wasn't around anymore when he came back. You know,
Right.
Like who
He
missed
didn't
him?
feel relevant, right? He was no longer relevant.
Oh no, woe is me, because he was a big douche.
Well, that's my point. You know, like Botorius didn't like him at all. So you know.
So he came back and he was dealing with being irrelevant and being powerless. Then he accepts, and what's his name? The Red Knight, a god, a living god, comes down. Jesus Christ comes out of the sky, lands, and says, "Brooke, You are a coward. You're nothing. And it berates you,
Oh, yeah.
and then leaves. Now add that you felt powerless before, you felt irrelevant before, and a living God just told you that you're pretty much a waste. Then he gets the whole on this mission, and he accepts it to say like F you, like I'm going to do this and whatever. Like if I die, I die, because you don't care. He's kind of a dangerous position. So coming from that, from feeling powerless, being called a coward, being called irrelevant, he moves into this realm, and he starts off, and the first thing he starts with is he sees Hogar in front of him, and Hogar is now as a half giant, brings back all his memories. He has a crystal rod, he puts it away using the wand, and then he stabs Hogar, and that's like him taking his power back in his own mind, of course.
It's almost like I feel like it's a parallel to Dragano. Like he's kind of living his story too, because Dragano was powerless inside of Andaria, and it was like he was no longer relevant.
Yeah,
he was no longer important, and it's like coming back with that vengeance.
For sure, absolutely, it's parallels, and that's what he feels like. This mission is like him to like bring it back. It's like I either die or I come back to relevancy. And when it starts off with him getting revenge on the man who killed him, doesn't that sound like the first step you might do? He doesn't kill him, but he kind of lets Hogar know his place. Like you're gonna do this, and then the second step, what happens? He sees his father, and he's like that just kind of stops his journey, right? It stops his upward journey. He takes takes his father out, and then it makes him feel better, but also makes him feel worse at the same time. Now he's all over the place, and he goes through on this journey, and then he feels, again, dealing with the irrelevancy and the power. He's hanging out with epic level people that are super powerful. He has a couple of tricks up his sleeve, and he sees you guys just going through and just doing things without thinking. And then he's like, this is stupid. So it's almost like he's not so far off course, but he's not going to respond to the way that's been responded to. He's not going to be a pleasant person to be around. And he's caught between a few different things, but there are ways to bring him back on. It's interesting for me to give you this challenge because it'd be fun to see it go through. But whatever you do is a story. That's fine. It's fun for me to see, because whatever I want for him, whatever I have for him, sometimes the stories don't pan out. It just doesn't happen. A character doesn't go the way I want it to go because I find myself reacting to you in a different way. But then after the session's done, I'm upset. I'm like, I wanted the character to do this. But it's not how I felt in the moment, when I put myself in those characters' shoes. So again, it's awesome to see where the character goes. So it's up to you guys where you want to. Damien just hates Bludgy. Dan's getting fed up with him. Brooke, you sound like you still have some compassion for him. And Vinny's like, whatever. He doesn't give a shit at all.
No, I just like him because the whole Bellamont thing.
Yes, the whole Bellamont thing, right? Exactly. So yeah, so it's for me it's interesting. I don't know if do you guys find this stuff interesting to kind of do that? Is it like a fun challenge for you, or is that not really? Is that like too much on the side of the story?
I like it. I just wish there was more like tavern time for something like this.
That's not where heroes are made. They're not made in a tavern.
I know.
They only begin in a tavern.
That's a good point. Yeah,
it would be cool.
We got to do this on the fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. You find yourself on the adventure. You don't find yourself behind the bowl of soup in the tavern. So,
right.
So it's this. Either Bludgy is going to be a tragic character that never gets to fulfill anything or make any sort of arc movement. His life was snuffed out too early to the story for him to go through anything. Not that all characters have arcs. Some characters, their arc is no arc, like Olin. Let's talk about the arc of Olin. That'll take 3 seconds. Nothing. Olin was a coward. He's still a coward. He's still alive. He learns nothing. He's always safe. He lives his life in the tavern. So this will be interesting, for me at least, to see what happens with him. What will his end arc be? I know Tom is rooting for him. He's rooting for him to flip or come back around.
I would like to see it end. I would like to see his arc come to a close.
It could It could. It's not like you're gonna do something. You're gonna see him risk his life for you. He's not gonna like do some kind of thing to save the day. Like none of that's gonna happen because he's not there. He's not in that state of mind. If he gave his life to do something, it's because he was just like, I don't care. I'm do or die. Like whatever. Like he's not in that state of mind. So you're not gonna see it unless something is done to put him on that path. Or then he'll just be. If not, he'll just be that tragic character that's with you. And yep, he never burned brightly as he should have. Which is a good story in itself. Sometimes characters are snuffed out. So, any questions for the audience? Anything you want to ask to the players or to myself? If not, we'll end it right there. I'll give you guys a second. So that is it, guys. Hello? I heard something. I guess it was nothing. Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. That was season 2, episode 7, Elements of the Mind. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on with the NPCs and the players and itself, and it's getting closer and closer to a interesting ending. Are they just going to simply run out of steam in this realm and not even get to Dragano in true form? That actually may happen, and after today's episode, I think it's getting closer to happening. I do not know how they'll get through another 2 dungeons unless they pull something out of their hats. So I guess we're going to see what happens. I'm very excited, having a front row seat to watching the story. I'm very excited to see what they're going to do. Guys, thank you for joining us today. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. Thank you to our Patreon members and fans. Thank you to our donations, guys. We appreciate every time you guys show support for the show. It helps out so much, and we're so thankful. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be live next Wednesday for the next episode, episode 8. There are 5 episodes left. So stay tuned. If you're not caught up, feel free to go back on YouTube, Celestial War, and you'll find out all the amazing stories starting from Season 1, Episode 1 in The Celestial War on YouTube. You can watch it there, go right through. Or you can check some of our most recent shows right here on Facebook. And that's it. So if you're also not a part of our Patreon family, join us, patreon.com/Audio Dungeon. And you can join up, take part of the story, play in our post and play, and even appear on some episodes. So that's it, guys. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us after the show. Thanks for joining us for the episode, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.
Good night, guys.
Love you guys. Good night.
So long.